Pick it up, pick it up. Back on the scene, crispy and clean. You could try. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Boogotti NYC, and I'm trying to tell you guys, y'all could have went anywhere. Fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me, 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 me. I appreciate you. Let me know if you guys can hear me loud and clear over there. Let me know if you guys can hear me. I want to make sure that I'm getting this audio, this video up in here as well, to make sure we're not looking too crazy back there. I know it's kind of janky productions, but how everybody doing this morning? It's your boy Boogotti NYC. Y'all could have went anywhere. Fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me, I appreciate you. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Where Batty Land at? How y'all who gonna let me know if my audio is sounding good this morning? Who gonna check me in and let me know if my mic sound nice? Check one. Good morning, everybody. That's right. We are back at it and we ready to do it again, you guys. Monday the 29th. Can you believe how fast this month went by? Whew, like that. Let me see what time we got right here, because I want to get those prayers in the air to make sure we get all those prayers up. Thank you so much, Miss Swanza. Miss Swanza's back. You see, that's crazy. I'm actually about to play your video and you're back. Let's go ahead and give shout outs to Miss Swanza. I'm so glad that you're back right now. We've been praying for you every single day, even if you have not been chiming in. We're so happy that you're here. Still praying for you and your family for strength in these times. Let me get this camera straight though, real quick. Just got a little bit of boop, boop, beep, doop, doop, a little bit of fixing to do right there so that we can go ahead and do what we got to do, because we got a lot to do with trending topics, current events, and much, much more. I think we fixed it. I think we're good already. How everybody doing out there? Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Liberty, Jack Welsh, Winter Rising, Black. How you doing, Miss Swanza? I see a couple of other people in here, but let's do it the right way. We want to pray for happiness, want to pray for understanding, want to pray for peace. I want to pray for good health. Boy, do I feel good this morning. Want to pray for energy. I want to pray for love. And who I want to pray for this morning? I want to pray for Miss Swanza. That's right, Jack Welsh. I also Jack Welshins, Mark Dorfman, and also we got Winter Rising in the building. That one song, Liberty and Justice. Liberty and Justice is about to set up a mod meeting, you guys. So if you guys are ready to get going and want to tighten up the ship and get right, because we only got 11 days to go. She's setting up a mod meeting sometime Sunday or right after that. We'll let you know on Discord. Floyd giving you love as well. Winter Rising, Jack Welsh, Jonathan. Can't forget about who else we got up in the building. That one song. Who else? J Man. Can't forget about Winter Rising, Angels Among Us, Jeffrey Spilker, Jordan, Justin, Terry, Teddy. Can't forget about everybody that's listening in on audio, because guess what? You guys make me have to speak up louder now, because I got to make sure that you guys can hear me. Also got to make sure all of our drivers are good out there as well. Miss Juicy as well as Miss Sexy as well. I think it's Miss Jackson. I'm sorry about that. Okay, you guys, that's what we're going to do this morning, and praying for myself as well for love, health, and happiness. Good morning, you guys. Amen. There we go. Let's get it in this morning, you guys. It's time to do it, you guys. It's time. It's another day. Y'all had the time to go to sleep. See, you guys are rubbing your eyes and all of that. But guess what? It's time to do our thing. So without any further ado, I'm ready to go. And they're ready to go. I said it's time to start the show. I hope you're ready, yo, 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 yo. And we wind it up. Wind it up. We wind it up because it's 6 o'clock somewhere. I think it's about 6 o'clock here, but let's throw the wave. Come on, let's start the show. Ready to go? Come on. It's time to start the show. Let's go. Mm. Okay. Okay. I don't know what happened, and I hope you're doing okay, buddy, but I can do the rest without you. Hope everybody's having a fantastic morning. Check this out. Let me open up this jacket because I know what I got to do. I got to open up them pores. We got to open up them pores. We got to open up those, open up those. It's Monday the 29th. That's right, y'all. 2026. Said I'm your host, Boogotti NYC, and this here's our bottom line. Where we be talking about this and that and chat and this and this and that. Where we be talking about this and that and chat and this and this and that. Just got me lit. How everybody doing this morning? It's our bottom line time. Time to get into trending topics, current events, and much, much more. Hopefully you guys had a good evening. I hear a lot of people out there groggy, sad, and they're like, oh my God, I can't believe I got up this early. Yep, still got to do what you got to do. You got to get out there and make that bacon. Can't sleep all day. We grown. We got to do what we got to do. Yes, I got to be up too. So hopefully you guys are doing okay. Hopefully you guys are out there doing well. Batty Lynn, Teddy Marcel already shouted you out. I see we got some new gloves in the building. Glad that you guys were able to get gloved up. We got new people and everything. So guess what we're going to do today? We're not even going to play around. And thank you for the jewels. Thank you for the Boogotti Cash apps. I really appreciate that, you guys. They actually been sending them out and looking out for us in these times when the big boys are trying to hold us down. But guess what? Just like that title says, countdown. We got 11 days left, baby. We got 11 days left, baby. We had 90 days to worry about, but guess what? We only got 11 days now, and we can do that like nothing. We already did the whole, 80 something, 70 something, 79 days, 89 days. We can do 11 days, no problem, you guys. And that's when we get free at last, free at last. The community is going to be going free at last. Doesn't mean that the numbers are going to reflect. We still got work to do to get that back. But guess what we've been doing? Making sure that we kept our show quality, making sure that we made sure that we kept on bringing good trending topics, current events, and much, much more. Also, we have not changed when it comes down to the number one co-host and family. That's you guys. We don't got mods. We got co-hosts and family around here. I just happen to be the number one host on YouTube. You guys the number one co-host and family on there. So guess what? Not even gonna play around anymore. It's time to get into it. I got 5 on it. I'm going to stack 5 videos at a time. All I'm going to ask you guys to do is stay on topic, stay on point. Let me know where you're chiming in from. I like to see those flags are waving because it lets me know and it gives me a mental idea of where to go check to see and get content from you guys. Miss Swanza, thank you so much. And look at that. Boom, already hitting you guys with memberships. Okay, you guys, Miss Swanza, just got a real sensitive place in my heart for you guys right now, especially this month. And I just want to just make sure that you know we really love you and appreciate you over here. And we've been praying for you every single day. Just know that. Just know that. Also, you guys, y'all know what I'm about to say, right? Let's stay on topic. Let's stay on point. Let me know where you're chiming in from. We changed up a little bit in the last couple of days. You guys remember, we used to ask what was gas prices, and then we started switching up to what? We want to know what a gallon of milk is now costing. If you guys buy milk, whatever kind it is, whether it's almond milk, whether it's whole milk, whatever it is, that's what we want to know right now, because what are we doing for the rest of this month? Even though there's only one day left, we've been concentrating on price gouging when it comes down to food. Yeah, they go up and down with the oil prices, and we can reflect that globally, right? And see what's going on. But that bag of potato chips, they can do whatever they want. So that's why we've been paying attention to the supermarkets. But you guys, without any more further ado, you know what I'm about to say next, right? Let's get into these titles. We got work to get into this morning, you guys. Let's go. And we're going to get into it early. That's right, you guys. We are the champions, my friends. Looks like Trump's trying to hold on too. Show some respect out there. New York. Let's go get it, you guys. Let's do it. Let's do our thing this morning. Why did Trump say to Iran, we may have to finish what we started? Well, I'll tell you why. First, we had a ship that was coming out to return to go to Singapore through the Straits of Hormuz. Next thing you know, Iran, boom, boom, boom. Then United States had to return fire very heavily. And then we thought it was over. IRGC didn't get the message. Boom, boom, that another ship. We got a lot going on that forefront. Let's keep on moving and double tap that screen to get those likes up. It gets many more people over here to see the show. Because next what we have is the earthquakes in Venezuela has claimed up to 1,400 lives. At least we have a number, and it's not just being these crazy numbers that are being thrown at us. We got coverage, we got footage, we got different people that are actually being saved. We have footage of a baby being saved as well as dogs. Let's keep our prayers in the air for all of the people in Venezuela, also all of the first responders, and there's a few doctors that are just walking the streets helping random people. We want those people to get praise and want to make sure that they're staying strong as well, because those people are the ones that are needed, and we love people like that, no matter what country they are from. So yes, we want to show props to all of those doctors as well. Amen. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. And last but not least, how did a nurse file almost $1 billion worth of fake charges for Medicare? I'm going to say that again to make sure that you guys understand what I'm talking about. And let me get the numbers closer to right. Let's go over here and do this again. How did a nurse file almost $999 million worth of fake charges on Medicare? I'm starting to get good with these numbers. Why? Because there's a lot of fraud going out there, and I have to get good with the numbers, because those are the numbers that they're talking about. We're not talking about hundreds, thousands, or hundreds of thousands. We're talking about, or even millions. We're talking about billions of dollars that have been stolen from our government, which could have been utilized for so much more. Let's keep on getting into it, you guys. Double tap that screen, get those likes up. If you have not subscribed, let's go ahead and subscribe now, because you know what it's time to do. Get your water, your tea, and your 55 Coffee House from Lisa Roy, because we got to get into it, you guys. Let's get this audio going up here, and let's see what we got for you. Coming right in, we're not playing at all. We got follow-ups right now from Rand Paul. That's right, RANDPAUL. You guys take this how you want it. I'm going to give you as much as possible of this. Come on in. I think you need to know this information. This information may be more important than anything else going on right now. So let's go. Let's get it going. Thank you guys, and thank you for so much love. You already know how we do around here, Miss Swanza. We love you to death. Let's go. I want you guys to hear this from them, not from me. Feel free to chime in.
And that was Dr. Anthony Fauci testifying under oath in 2021 that the National Institutes of Health did not fund gain-of-function research at the Wuhan Institute, despite the NIH providing a grant to EcoHealth Alliance to research coronaviruses at the Wuhan lab. Now, new files released by former DNI Tulsi Gabbard show officials shielding Fauci from a whistleblower complaint filed under the Biden administration, alleging Fauci lied to Congress about the gain-of-function research. Instead, Fauci is said to have met with the intelligence community, including the CIA, several times, to shape a public narrative that the coronavirus originated in a wet market in Wuhan.
Can't say much. Just listen. I'll give you as much as possible. Come on.
Instead of a lab leak, something that we questioned throughout 2020, the year the pandemic hit. Joe Biden would later issue a preemptive pardon for Fauci just hours before leaving office last year, before President Trump took his oath. Joining me now with more is the chairman of the Senate Homeland Security Committee, Senator Rand Paul, who has issued a subpoena for Fauci to appear before Congress. And Senator, thank you very much for joining me this morning. I want to start off with you telling us what you've learned. Frame the story here. What have you learned about Anthony Fauci's role in COVID-19?
Well, the investigation of COVID origins has been going on for several years. The Biden administration stymied us and wouldn't give us any of the documents. The Trump administration has been very cooperative, particularly Secretary Kennedy. They've turned over virtually everything. And what we now know beyond a reasonable doubt is that Anthony Fauci did indeed fund gain-of-function research. We have the evidence that the experiments were gaining in function. The viruses were becoming more lethal, more attachable to human cells, and more infectious. We do know that this was going on. It was funded by the NIH, specifically under the tutelage of Anthony Fauci. We know all of that, but we know even more now. We know that the initial estimate by the scientists at the CIA was that this came from the lab. They agreed with our supposition. But Anthony Fauci was able to coerce, cajole, persuade, and dangle money to get people in the intelligence community to change their vote. So a scientific commission within the CIA voted 6-1 to say it came from the lab. He somehow was able to get that changed. We have evidence of that happening. The virologists that he handpicked that were big recipients of federal dollars, all of them initially were saying it looks like it was manipulated. The virus looks manipulated. He was able to convince them otherwise.
Now watch the dough.
We now have evidence that in January of 2020, that he was already acknowledging that the virus did not come from the wet market, that the wet market was a spreader event, but wasn't an initial event because we had lineages of people way before the wet market that were getting sick. Everyone acknowledged that, but for years he's been telling us it came from animals at the wet market. This was all misdirection. This was a conspiracy. This was a cover up. And he has not really gotten his just desserts on this. And we want to make sure that the American public and that history reports that he was involved with funding this dangerous research that led to a pandemic that killed 15 million people. There needs to be repercussions.
Unbelievable. Now, when you say he dangled money in front of the intelligence community, what do you say? They were paid for what? What do you mean dangled money?
I think that's maybe inappropriate saying the intelligence committee. He did for the scientists. That one of the scientists got an $8 million grant 2 months after they switched their private position from believing it came from the lab to the public. With the CIA, it was more the idea that a lot of things are funded within the CIA in general. Grants, they go to the secret Defense Department grants as well as CIA involvement in gain of function research. And I think he was so intimately involved with that ever since 9/11, really. He became involved with the biolabs, bioarms, everything around the world he had his hands in, and he had the power to come in and talk to their superiors and reverse the decision from the scientists. So I'm not saying specifically money was given to anybody, but I think in general, he was able to use the manipulation and the threat of withholding funds to get his way, even with the intelligence agencies.
Okay, you guys, we got to keep on moving forward. Double tap that screen to get those likes up. I told you guys that might be one of the most important videos that we have today. I have nothing to say about it, but you guys can have a feast about it inside the comments because you already know what it is. We got 11 more days. Oh my God, when we come back, oh my God, boom, we gonna get you. Oh my God, we're gonna make you pay back for what we couldn't do before. Let's go, you guys. We got to get into it now because we got Trump as he speaks at Faith and Freedom. A little bit more from the Coalition Policy Conference. Let's see what Trump has to say. Come on, you guys, say what you got to say in the comments. You guys have no idea how powerful you are in those comments. Much more powerful than me. I want to know what you guys have to say about the other video. Let's go. Let's see what's going on.
Now we will celebrate the 250th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence, marking 2.5 centuries of glorious American freedom. And thanks to the extraordinary work and incredible devotion of patriots like those people in this very, very crowded ballroom, today I can proudly report that on the edge of our 250th year, America is back. It's back. It's back. I believe better than ever before.
And we are not your average news platform. Our bottom line is about facts and truth of today's topics. All political parties are welcome here. Come discuss current news with the real views. Let's keep on doing that. I love when Liberty does that. Let's keep going.
And I'm especially pleased to say that, likewise, religion is back in our country, bigger and stronger than it has been in many, many years.
That's right.
Reading all of those reports, religion's really, it's going up if that were stuff.
I'll tell you one thing, the youth need to really adapt to some type of religion. From everything that you and I have been watching throughout these last few months, I think the youth really need to find some sort of religion. And I'm not saying which religion. Pick your own. But I think that would get them better on the course and let them understand the value of their lives.
We'd be very, very rich, all of us. It's been great to watch. And as I've said before, to be a great nation, you have to have religion and you have to have God in your nation. If you don't have that, it just doesn't seem to work out, does it? And we have it. We have religion and we have God now. Remember when I first started in 2016, they wanted to take
Somebody said Tulsi garbage is her master's lie, lie, lie. That's funny, Jonathan. That was a good one. Trump was not a draft dodger. He wasn't a part of any draft. Somebody said, y'all going back and forth on that one. Christians are growing fast within our youth. I don't care about what the religion is. You guys, I just care that it's actually a religion. Somebody got to understand that there's something in there. I look at it like, and you guys are going to think I'm crazy, like Santa Claus. Different religions look at Santa Claus different ways. You can't just want it to be your way all of the time, Buddha, different religions. But as long as they look up to something that they look up to as holy, we can rock with them. We can respect them. You know what I'm talking about in that sense, in that regard.
The Christmas out of Christmas, remember that? We ended that little drive, but we ended a lot of other drives too. From the very beginning of our country, American greatness has been forged by people of faith, and the very first settlers who set foot upon this new world at Jamestown got off their ship, raised up a cross, and bowed down to the Lord in prayer. It was faith that strengthened the Minutemen and who stood up at Lexington Green and Concord Bridge in Philadelphia 250 years ago. Next week, our founders invoked the Creator 4 times in the Declaration of Independence, 4 times. I wasn't mentioned once. I'm very upset. Not once.
Come on, you guys. There you go. Congratulations. Somebody that really deserves to get a glove has a glove. MOP 85, gloved up. Welcome to the click, everybody. Welcome. That came from Miss Swanza, by the way, just in case you want to know. MOP says, thank you, Miss Swanza, for the love and the glove. All you guys that just got those gloves came in from Miss Swanza. Let's keep on moving forward. Double tap that screen and get those likes up because this is a good one. I like to see a battle go down. You guys know how we do around here. We like to see a fair one. Let's get on over here because what's his name? There you go. Tom Emmer. Woo, did he go in? Did you guys see this conversation yesterday that he had? Tom Emmer. He says that Somalians don't assimilate. Wait a minute. You know what? I'm not even going to say it. I'm going to let him say it. And then right after that, we got some follow-up. Let's see what Tom Emmer basically has to say about Somalians, about fraud, and what's happening out here. Somalians don't assimilate. He says, watch what he says about this. Let's go.
I come from the People's Republic of Minnesota that has been so mismanaged by criminals. They're criminals. They lie, they cheat, and they steal. They let immigrants who come to this country not wanting to assimilate lie, cheat, and steal from them our money. There is nothing racist about calling out a criminal. Sometimes Minnesotans are so afraid that you're going to call us a racist. You're going to call us an Islamophobe. You have to understand, you're coming here to be an American. They don't assimilate. And if they don't assimilate, then they should go the hell back to where they came from. My great state of Minnesota, we have abortion laws that are as bad as North Korea. This is the age-old battle that you and I are engaged in of good versus evil. It's never changed. The battle has been engaged since they left the garden. It has been the same battle, and it just keeps getting more difficult because now our founders, who were Christian, they created a Christian-based nation. And I come from the People's Republic of Minnesota that has been so mismanaged by criminals. They're criminals. They lie, they cheat, and they steal. By the way, they let immigrants who come to this country not wanting to assimilate lie, cheat, and steal from them our money. Guess what? There is nothing racist about calling out a criminal.
All right, so let's see, because we got some follow-up on all these comments right here. You know how we do it. We got to play it on both sides. So, we got to come in with somebody that I know you guys know and love, especially when it comes with the bananas and rice that just tastes so delicious. She had to say it twice. Rice and bananas. Bananas and rice. Bananas and rice. Bananas and rice. None other than your favorite Ilhan Slizzer conversation. Watch now that I said this, watch how she talks like a snake or something. I have no idea what she's saying. Let's keep on moving forward because yes, we got to see what she had to say about these comments.
That you're going to call us a racist. You're going to call us an Islamophobe. You have to understand, you're coming here to be an American. they don't assimilate. And if they don't assimilate, then they should go the hell back to where they came from.
Representative Ilhan Omar hit back after Representative Tom Emmer, the House Majority Whip and a fellow Minnesotan, said Somalis who do not assimilate should go the hell back to where they came from. Omar, who arrived in the United States as a Somali refugee, posted on X that she had assimilated all the way to Congress, yet still faced the same criticism from Emmer. She called him an idiot in the post and urged supporters to back his Democratic challenger in next year's election. The exchange began when Emmer spoke at a town hall event that was captured on video and shared by multiple users on X. During the town hall event, Emmer said Minnesotans worry about being labeled racist or Islamophobic for raising concerns.
Sometimes Minnesotans are so afraid that you're going to call us a racist, you're going to call us an Islamophobe, you're going to call us some name that we just don't want to get into that fight. You know what? I would argue that I never did care, but I'm done being careful, even the least bit careful.
We can tell by the way that you're talking. It's not like you're in the bathroom or yelling through the door to your wife about how you feel personally, Tom. We can hear you. You're on a loudspeaker in front of thousands of people, hundreds of people, and you're being broadcast, by the way. So I hope you know that a lot of people heard you. And he was talking about the bananas and rice. You know, he's talking about Somalia. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, because y'all, we like to be riding on chrome. Riding on chrome. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Wood wheel, you know what I'm saying? Big, talking about a UGK. A lot of you guys like chrome. You like chrome choppers, chrome wheels, chrome. I like chrome on my motorcycle in certain parts. You know, chrome. You guys remember chrome used to be real big back in the days. You guys remember, right? Well, guess what? It's back. Chrome is now back. And it's a shocking return because U.S. chrome production is back after 2 decades. Hopefully we make some monetary off of it. But believe it or not, guess where chrome is used a lot? In the aerospace area. Let's keep on moving forward and see what's going on with chrome, y'all. Come on with those 22s and those 24s.
The White House looking to revive manufacturing in America, reduce reliance
White
on
walls.
China. And one company is turning that into reality in Pennsylvania. That's where we find Jeff Locke. He has an exclusive look at a new critical mineral processing plant. Hey, Jeff.
And there's the critical mineral, the critical material, we'll call it. This is a piece of chrome, solid raw chrome, made in those kilns that you see back there. And this is the first chrome that has been made in the U.S. in more than 20 years. I've got the plant manager, Brian Muniz, is here with me. Why do we care so much about chrome, and why are we bringing it back?
Yeah, so chrome is a critical material because it's used in aerospace industry. A lot of the jet engines. So you can't fly a plane, you can't without chrome.
SpaceX rockets.
SpaceX rockets have almost 4,000 tons of chrome in them.
Wow.
So none of that is possible without what we do.
And what they do, Dagan, is take chromite ore and they turn it into something like that when they put it in the kiln and fire it up and do some other fancy stuff with it. We weren't making this in the country for the last 20 years. Why? Because it was cheaper somewhere else?
Yeah, so a lot of the imports from Russia and China were cheaper than US made. Mm-hmm. So a lot of the market drifted there. But with the tariffs, it's leveled the playing field for US to enter the game again.
Oh, there you go, tariffs. Good and the bad of the tariffs. This is, well, I got here, Dagan, maybe you saw, this is just one little tiny piece, and that is what it looks like after you've broken that thing up. What is the importance of doing it here in this country? You can do it now here. Why do we do it here?
Yeah, so we do it here now because all of our customer base is US based. And so its lead time to customer is much shorter than it comes on the boat. And just bringing local jobs to the area, it's huge for the new customer.
That's the last point I want to make. By the way, AMG Critical Materials is the company. And the thing is, this used to be a very industrial area, Dagan.
More business, more manufacturing coming back to the United States. More chemicals being released into the air? How do you guys want to take this? What do you think? Do you think this is good or a bad thing? Let me know. How about more chrome places opening up versus what's opening up now? How about more steel manufacturing coming back? How about letting us farm again? Can we please farm? Is that asking too much, you guys? Can we farm on our own property without you guys bothering us? That's the next thing that I'm coming down with to ask you guys on the next round, next month. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. We got to get on over to, are we going to go over to Montgomery County right now? I think so. We got a deputy, oh my God, who lost her life, who was hit while working in a crash on the I-70. See what's going on with this situation right here, you guys. Let's go.
Now, the Montgomery County Sheriff's Office says one of their deputies was killed and another was hurt while working a multi-vehicle crash on the North Freeway near Lake Woodlands. KTRU 11's Michelle Choi joins us live with what the Sheriff's Office is telling us right now. Michelle, what are you learning this morning?
Hey, good morning, Tracy. Well, as you just mentioned, we were able to confirm with the Montgomery County Sheriff's Office just in the last few minutes that, yes, sadly, one deputy is dead and another is injured. Now, we're told the deputy who died is a female deputy. The other deputy who was hurt is currently at the hospital, and he is expected to be okay. But this is just a really, really tragic situation. Let me kind of show you the scene of what we're seeing here along I-45 near Woodlands Parkway. Do you see ahead of us that heavy duty truck hauling the trailer now on its side? We're told those two deputies had initially responded to a multi-vehicle crash here around 2:40 this morning. They were directing traffic, trying to help with that scene when this truck crashed into both of those deputies.
You know, she was only like 24 or like 27, something like that, right? Like 27 years old, 24, if anything.
As I mentioned, sadly, the female deputy who was working the scene was killed. The other deputy was taken to the hospital and again is expected to be okay. But we're told that from the initial crash, which happened around 2:40, to when this secondary deadly crash happened, it was less than 30 minutes. Just to put things into perspective, a very, very sad situation. We're told currently the Montgomery County Sheriff is at the hospital with the family of the deputy and is expected to come out here to the scene to give us a briefing. But right now, there are multiple vehicles we can see that are involved, strewn all over I-45 here as investigators try and piece together what exactly happened, what led up to this. Those are details we are working to confirm. In the meantime, the freeway, a big portion of it, of course, is shut down as investigators work the scene. It appears that most of the vehicles are being coming off the freeway onto the feeder, so do expect some heavy backup if you walk.
Oh God, that's a terrible situation right there. We made this ourselves because I couldn't find any other images of her. So yes, we want to do it right now. We're going to pray for Erica Serrato. I want to read this right here as well. Deputy Sheriff Erica Serrato, Montgomery County Sheriff's Office, Texas. End of watch, June 28th. 2026. We want to pray for her as well as her family. We want to thank her for her service and for her working and for her for being there to try to help people out. We want to pray for her family as well to get through this time with strength and respect for doing a very honorable job and taking care of us as we need good officers like this and good people and deputies to take care of us. Please open those gates, Lord, and let her in. God bless her and her soul as well as her family. Amen. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's double tap that screen and get those likes up. Yeah, we don't like to just leave people in limbo around here. Have to do a little bit extra wherever we can. Come on, let me get you open. There you go. We're going to open you back up. We got more work to get into right now, you guys. Let's double tap that screen and get those likes up because not only do we have to deal with that, we got to get on over and see what's going on in Venezuela, where the death toll has now rise to over 1,400 people after these double and twin earthquakes. Let's keep on going, you guys. Let's go.
More than 1,400 people are now dead after back-to-back earthquakes in northern Venezuela. This video shows the baby and their mother being pulled from the rubble. Tonight, American aid is arriving in the region, and now that part of the airport there is back open. Camilo Montoya Galvez has the latest from Venezuela.
Remember, all of those levels of buildings were standing up before. Now they're like slid this way, like a stack of pancakes slide this way. And there were people in between those floors. So these are the people that they're trying to save, whoever they can.
Healthcare worker Michael Alvarado is going from street to street in La Guaira, trying to help with recovery efforts.
Now he is a doctor. He's going street by street trying to help people as any way that he can. Great guy.
The mindset which we arrive here is basically to provide help for the wounded that are already rescued. He lost several family members in Wednesday's earthquakes, but he's putting aside his pain for now, focusing instead on others. We are here providing help, providing food, medical assistance. Right now, we are trying to locate people that are still fighting for their lives. Officials here say at least 243 people have been rescued. In Caracas, Venezuela's capital city, members of this rescue team from Mexico searching through this building say they found the body of a woman believed to be in her 30s. With her, a small white dog who was still alive. A small sign of hope days after the earthquakes. You still have hope of finding people alive.
I think it's difficult, but we have a chance to find some people alive.
The UN says rescue workers here
What's up, Audrey?
damage. 10 years of intense economic crisis and mismanagement have left this oil-rich country with a limited infrastructure.
Here in La Guaira, residents of this building say it collapsed in just a few seconds, trapping many people inside.
Dora Hernandez and her youngest son managed to escape, but her eldest son, 12-year-old Eddie, did not.
Mi hijo era un futbolista, era un
He was an
niño.
excellent son, an excellent brother. He liked to play soccer. He was studious.
That was Camilo Montoya Galvez reporting the death toll will likely go up. The UN says 50,000 people are still missing.
It's going to keep on moving forward. You guys double tap that screen, get those likes up. But also, you know, we're going to constantly pray for all of the people in Venezuela. Going to pray for a miracle. We want a miracle if we can possibly get one, Lord. We know we're not supposed to ask for one, but we need one right now when it comes down to these people that are going through this pain and suffering. Please, let's try to find as many as these people alive. Want to pray for every single person that's coming out. Also, let's pray for all of the first responders, those doctors. Can't forget about those dogs. You saw those cadaver dogs in there diving in, really doing what they're supposed to do and saving those people and finding them. Dogs, there you go. If it wasn't for those dogs, you never know what they probably wouldn't be finding. So yes, all of those responders, everybody, let's give them energy, let's give them praise, and shine a light on them for everything that they do. Amen. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go. We got to get into some more information from President Trump. Some news that he says with Iran will no longer exist if the ceasefire violations continue. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Double tap that screen and get those likes up. Let's go. Let's get it.
U.S.-Iran ceasefire is under pressure this morning as American forces launch retaliatory strikes near the Strait of Hormuz. And President Trump is now warning that the U.S. may have to finish what they started if Iran continues to strike. Trey Yanks is live in Tel Aviv with the very latest. Good morning, Trey.
Charlie, good morning. Overnight, the United States launched a new round of strikes against Iran in response to the IRGC targeting yet another oil tanker. According to U.S. Central Command, a variety of different targets were hit, including military surveillance systems, infrastructure belonging to their communication systems, air defense sites, drone storage facilities, and mine-laying capabilities. The president posted to Truth Social shortly after the strike saying United States aircraft just struck Iranian missile and drone storage locations and coastal radar sites for violating the ceasefire agreement again. It is very possible that they will never learn. The president goes on to say there may come a point when we are no longer able to be reasonable and will be forced to militarily complete the job that we very successfully started.
See, this is what's crazy about it, because you guys remember when Congress tried to step in and minimize his powers, it would still be able to always retaliate. You got to remember that. Of course, you probably can't strike and do something like, you know, on your own. But every time they do something, you definitely can retaliate. And you can't say how much we can retaliate either. So that was a really fickle area right there where they tried what didn't really happen. Also, he got those two Republicans to turn back around and withdraw their signatures. You guys remember that too.
If that happens, the Islamic Republic of Iran will be no longer. Now, in response, Iran launched missiles and drones toward Kuwait and Bahrain. This was the second exchange of fire this weekend between the United States and Iran. Vice President Vance posted to X over the weekend saying Iran signed a ceasefire agreement. We have honored it. If they have disagreements about how the MOU is being applied, they can pick up the phone. But violence will be met with violence.
Violence will be met with violence. Let's see what Iran is talking about, because you already know how they get down. They don't be letting stuff go with just one side being talked about. Let's see what's going on with Iran, because they just reconstituted air defense and missile systems. Yeah, you guys. So we got some reports coming in right now from the U.S. officials. Let's go.
The fragile U.S.-Iran ceasefire is under strain this morning as American forces launch retaliatory strikes near the Strait of Hormuz.
And President Trump is now warning that the U.S. may have to finish what they started if Iran continues to strike.
Madeline Rivera is live in Washington with those details. Madeline.
You give me an excuse, I can retaliate. See, that's what I'm talking about.
Hi, good morning. U.S. officials say
Giggity, Quagmire's daughter. You guys ready? Now tell me she don't look like Quagmire's daughter from Family Guy. Giggity.
Iran had a chance to stop shooting, and they did not take it. Instead, they attacked another ship Saturday morning, a Panama flag tanker traveling through the Strait of Hormuz. As a result, CENTCOM says U.S. military aircraft targeted Iranian military surveillance infrastructure, communication systems, air defense sites, drone storage facilities, and mine-layer capabilities. Commercial vessel transits through the Strait of Hormuz continue. U.S. forces remain vigilant, lethal, and ready. A senior U.S. official tells our Jennifer Griffin the strikes were larger than the ones the U.S. forces carried out on Friday, but they had to hit areas where Iran has regrouped some military assets. An official tells Jennifer, in the time since the ceasefire on April 7th, Iran has reconstituted thus the targets around the Strait of Hormuz. There's a lot that is damaged, a lot, but they move things around. Iran, in retaliation, launched missiles and drones on U.S. military sites in Kuwait and Bahrain. They're promising more action if the tit-for-tat continues.
What matters is that whatever action the enemy takes, we have responded and will continue to respond.
See?
We have repeatedly said that if the enemy once again breaks its commitments or violates the ceasefire, our response will be stronger than before.
Notice how they keep on saying the enemy, the enemy, the enemy. They're not letting down.
We stress once again that it will be stronger.
This exchange raises questions over whether the U.S. and Iran can reach a lasting peace deal. The president saying it is very possible that they will never learn. There may come a tough point when we are no longer able to be reasonable and will be forced to military complete the job that we very successfully started. If that happens, the Islamic Republic of Iran will no longer exist.
You should have read the 48 Laws of Power, Mr. President. Sometimes you got to go all the way when it comes down to your enemies. Giggity, giggity, giggity. Somebody in the comments said, boy, this one does have a strong jaw on her. Imagine if she decided to not do reporting anymore and wanted to become a boxer. Woo, ladies will have a problem with her. Strong chin on this one. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, because I do not think... Probably the IRGC does not have too much communications going on with their officials out there. But let's keep on going, because we got much, much more to get into with the FBI over here. We got some cyber attacks that's been going on, and there's been an arrest. Locked up, and I don't think you're ever getting out. Because this amount of money, watch your head. Ooh, Lord, I'm talking about the amount of money that this one right here got you guys. I'm talking about, I can't even remember. I can't believe I didn't even write it down. I must have thought that to myself. I said, you know what? You're going to mentally remember this one. It was like $3.5 billion. This one right here, 3.4, I'm sorry. And I'm talking about cyber attacks. Imagine having all that dough. You're living between, let's say, Iran and Turkey, and you're balling out. Then all of a sudden you get that, come and knock on our door. We've been looking for you. And then all of a sudden, we got those one-size-fits-all bracelets. That's right, you guys. And now it's all over. Let's go ahead and get into it, you guys, because now we got the FBI who arrests a wanted Iranian hacker. That's right, a hacker who's been suspected of $3.4 billion in U.S. infrastructure cyber attacks. Let's get into it, you guys. Let's go. This won't be no mess up on their part. They making sure they got him tight. They got the back-to-back trucks over here. Montenegrin police and U.S. FBI arrested an Iranian national suspected of hacking attacks. Got him. Go ahead and get in the back of that one now. Don't go nowhere. You know what they'll do? He's holding on to his heat. They ain't like the regular police. You mess around and get popped messing with them. Causing $3.4 billion of damages to U.S. infrastructure. So he was living in between Turkey and Iran. You see where he live at now, right? 39-year-old man with dual Iranian and Turkish citizenship is accused of conspiracy to commit computer fraud, hacking, and identity theft. No, it's watch your head, because they don't want you to hit your head on the top of the car. It's not watch your, it's watch your head, because you don't got no control. You know what I'm saying? Watch your head. He was arrested at Adriatic Coastal Resort of Coda Montegrano, whatever that is, Thursday, June the 25th. Man, imagine having all that money and just get locked up like that. Go to show you. Look at that. That's it right there. That's a good ending scene, right? Boom. Got him. Let's keep on moving forward. You guys double tap that screen and get those likes up. Let's see if some of that 3.4 is going to be able to get him a good lawyer. Let's go, you guys, because now we got to keep on going. We got some Baltimore situations going on. This one sent in by Miss Swanza. Funny how I just saw it, and funny how all of a sudden she's back. So guess what we're going to do right now? We got a police situation over here where they announce a multi-jurisdictional crime ring. I'm talking about a takedown, mostly juveniles. And you guys, we've been talking about it all month, all year, to be honest with you. We've been talking about the YNs, the ones that wear the masks, the ones that watch Grand Theft Auto and do whatever they want to do in the game, and then they come outside and they act like the simulation of what they're doing outside. Yeah, you guys, they have no real understanding for human life, no passions for anything. They're saying, we've already heard about that. They really said that they don't really feel that they have anything to look forward to in the world. And that's because they haven't been looking into what? That's right, religion and our gods and their gods, and looking into themselves to make themselves better people. And that's one thing that I have to put on the parents, because you can't expect the kids to just figure this stuff out on their own. My grandmother, my mother, and many of my people actually gave me the options of religion and just told me I could pick whatever I wanted. I like that. This way I found what I wanted, and I was open to examining and experimenting with a whole bunch of different places, different religions. That's what I think that people should be able to do on all courses. Let's get on over here to Baltimore right now. We got a lot of crimes going on in Baltimore. See what's going on with that. Let's keep on going, you guys. Let's go. Thank you so much, Liberty and Justice, as well as OG. Thanks for the love, and thanks for all of the gifts and the jewels that you guys are sending. Don't think I don't see them. Let's get into Miss Swan's clip.
5:30, Baltimore City leaders announced charges against 3 adults and 5 juveniles in a multi-jurisdictional takedown of a violent crime ring.
Mayor Brandon Scott saying this case puts the spotlight once again on what he calls a broken juvenile justice system.
Thunder, thunder, thunder thighs. Oh!
WJZ live at City Police Headquarters tonight. Caroline Ford back on your corner with a closer look at those charges. Caroline.
That's right. These charges actually stem from the suspect's alleged involvement in more than 30 crimes from April to June, including a homicide on May 7th.
Because takedowns like this one send a clear message. We will not tolerate groups like this one operating in our city.
Homeboy, put the pipe down. Can you talk up so we can hear you? This is the mayor, you guys, in Baltimore. Lord of mercy.
Police Commissioner Richard Worley and Baltimore City State's Attorney Ivan Bates to announce charges against 5 juveniles and 3 adults, including first-degree murder, carjacking, and robbery with a deadly weapon.
We were able to arrest
Individuals who, according to charging documents, were responsible for a pattern of violent crimes that terrorized victims and communities throughout our region.
A 17-year-old is charged in 23 separate cases, including the first-degree murder of Jamal Ferguson. Detectives say the fatal carjacking was part of a broader crime spree involving multiple suspects who carried out a series of violent early morning robberies. Suspects include 22-year-old Dash Hain, 18-year-old Colkella Hamilton, and 21-year-old Makai Clark.
Anyone who puts the safety of our residents in jeopardy will be held accountable to the fullest extent of the law.
4 additional juveniles also face charges ranging from armed robbery to firearms offenses.
These are not allegations of youthful misjudgment or isolated misconduct. These are egregious criminal acts that must be punished severely.
Mayor Brandon Scott criticized what he called a broken juvenile justice system.
While it wasn't the case here, time and time again, we've seen young people arrested while
When you don't guide your children to good, someone else might guide them to jail and etc. There you go. That's a good one, Choo Choo. Had to say that before this was over.
ankle monitors, and this shows also that our system is not working.
Bates urged parents to hold their children accountable.
Parental accountability needs to take center stage. We see our young people unsupervised.
And stop saying stuff like we need a village. That's a cop-out right there. How about you guys give us a product? We're going to start saying that to you guys. Give us a product. Give us something to work with.
Out of control and repeatedly committing violent criminal acts.
And prosecutors say they will seek to try all eligible juvenile suspects as adults. Reporting live on your corner here in Baltimore, Caroline Forback for WJZ.
Now before I ain't gonna let you get up out of here with them lips looking like that, trying to do the Kim Kardashian. We ain't gonna fire off on everybody else and don't look at balloon lips over here. She need the whole fall back when it come down to them injections. You know what I'm talking about? Out here with them lips look like they about to take off. You ain't African American lady. Come on now, let's keep on moving forward. Double tap that screen to get those likes up. Lips looking like 2 balloons on the side like this. Yeah, we see what you're trying to do. We see. Trying to get that little Kim Kardashian thing going on. You better be careful before you take flight. Lips take you up in the air somewhere. Up, and away. Let's keep on going, you guys. We got to go. We got some shocking jump in Honol. Wait a minute. Are you serious? Oh, really? Okay, let's see if this is real right. I want to let them say it before I say it. I'm going to read it off of here to make sure I say this right. Shocking jump. Home ownership cost rise far faster than inflation. Oh, like we didn't know that already. So guess what, you guys? This is the whole thing about it now. I think I'd rather be a renter. I want to hear you. I want to hear what you have to say about this 55. I want to hear what you have to say about this winter as well as Liberty. What do you, and Kendra, what do you guys have to say about this right here? I'd rather be a renter because when it comes down to owning, you think about this, you own your home, right? That means that if the insurance doesn't pay for it, you're going to be liable for it, right? If you want to do any renovations or any modifications, you now got to get all of the permits and you got to pay for those additional things. And when you get them added to your home, then you got to pay the mortgage. You're paying the whatever utilities you have in there, right? And then we're talking about the bank to make sure that they're straight. Whatever extras you guys that comes on top of it. Is it really worth owning is what I'm asking you guys at this point. With the economy that we're in, with the gas prices going up and down, fluctuating. Have you guys, I do construction. I could tell you what a 2x4 costs or a piece of plywood. It's nothing like what it used to cost back in 2-3 years ago. It's doubled in price. A box of nails used to be like, let's say $4, $3. They're like $9 now. So think about how many nails you need now to build this house. We're just talking about the building part. Now we're talking about maintaining it after that. HVAC. Talking about all of the power and stuff like that, running the water and all of that stuff. That's what I'm talking about, the upkeep. Is it worth it? I just want to know if is it still worth it? Because I want to know if I'm not wrong, painting the house. What else we got, you guys? What else we got? after COVID, building materials went up through the roof, and I have not seen them go down too much. Thank you, Scooter. Hey, Sam Champion, if you're in the building, I know you do construction and you know what I'm talking about. Tearing down phone lines, electrical lines, renovating, realize your taxes. Being a homeowner makes the house you're renting just paying someone else's. You don't own anything. I get your point though. You're right about that. But think about this: why you don't you might as well give them all of that responsibility. You might as well give them all that responsibility. People that already have a home, fantastic, because you already got it. You already got it ingrained. You're probably working everything out. You've already got everything already systematically flowing. You already know that you got your mortgage coming to a certain point. You've already got your taxes and everything dialed in. You may have already got you may have already paid your property off. That's before COVID and stuff. I'm talking about now, you guys. I understand what you're saying. And whoever has a home, whoa, God bless you. And may you stay with your home and God bless your home. You guys are blessed already. Just want to let you know that. I'm not knocking anybody with a home. We're talking about the upkeep and the maintenance of the homes now. That's what we're talking about.
It's not just buying a home that's getting more expensive, though. Home ownership costs are rising all across the board. Actually, how big of an increase are we talking about here?
Well, up to 85% in some cases, Stu. A home buyer in 2019 could expect to spend about $20,000 a year on basic home ownership expenses. But by 2025, that bill had jumped above $28,500, not only outpacing inflation, but also keeping many would-be buyers out of the market. So what kind of expenses are we talking about? And yeah, how much have they actually risen? Well, take a look at this. Home ownership costs rising. Take a look at mortgage payments, up 22%. Interest costs are up 35%. Property taxes also higher by 31%. Insurance up 72%. Home maintenance up 85%. The affordability challenges are keeping the housing market in a slump for a fourth straight year, and little change is expected. Listen.
I don't see a lot of retreat in these prices because there are some things that are just out of homeowners' control, kind of outside of the market, like the costs of home maintenance and major repairs.
So according to Redfin.
And what if you're a landlord in a state like New York where you get a squatter that doesn't want to pay their rent on top of that, and they don't want to pay their rent? It takes you like a year to get rid of them. You got to pay for a lawyer. You still have to pay for your insurance and your taxes and your mortgage. So now you got to make sure that you're getting those bills paid as well. Just trying to tell you guys, there's certain examples of being an owner and your responsibilities that come in.
With a 3% mortgage rate, a buyer with a $2,500 monthly budget and a 20% down payment can afford to buy a home worth $517,500. But at today's rate of around 6.5%, that same buyer can only afford a home of $384,000. That's a big jump down. And also keep in mind that Realtor.com says the national median list price for a home last month was $440,000. Even though interest rates have climbed, typical home values are staying near record highs. That is because many homeowners don't want to give up those low mortgage rates and are choosing not to sell.
Those people that have been having their homes grandfathered in, gee, man, we talking about you. Yeah, smart move. You got it early. I'm not mad at you at all. Lucky you, and God bless. Thank you. Let's keep on moving forward right now, because landlords in New York City are saying the same thing about the rent freeze. They're saying it ultimately will hurt tenants. If they don't have money coming in and they can't raise rents because of materials and things like that, they're talking about now, how are they going to be able to do repairs? Let's keep on moving forward. You guys double tap that screen and get those likes up.
In a major victory for Mayor Mamdani, the Rent Guidelines Board approves a rent freeze for nearly 1 million rent stabilized units. But landlords call the process a farce, telling Christina Fan renters will ultimately pay the price.
This is just cosplaying fairness. This isn't real fairness.
Jan Lee, whose family
G-Man says, I also own 6 apartments. I will never be a landlord again. G-Man, talk to us. Let us know about what that's about in the comments. A couple of splashes. This happened. Blanc, blanc, blanc. You know, what's going on with that? I hear what you're saying.
Family has owned this Chinatown building for nearly a century is crying foul, accusing the Rent Guidelines Board of freezing rent despite mounds of data he says shows rising costs for landlords.
They're not even hiding the bias anymore. The mayor had campaigned on a rent freeze. He appoints 75% of the board, and now he's got his hand on the scale.
Just hours before Thursday's meeting, drama unfolded when Christina Smith, a member of the board who represented landlords, resigned from her post, accusing the process of being broken and unjust. But it did little to sway the results, as the Rent Guidelines Board voted 7-1 in an historic first to approve a 0% increase on both 1- and 2-year leases. Renters say the measure was necessary as they struggle to combat inflation and cuts to social services.
It's going to do so much to really affect my life in a good way.
I feel very good because in New York, that's one of the biggest problems that we have, rent. Rent is high and we really needed it stabilized.
Mayor Mamdani, who campaigned on freezing the rent, insisted the board's decision would be fair and impartial. He responded to the outcome saying, in part, this is the relief that working people across our city deserve.
So if you own the property, whoever you got in there, you can't raise that rent for 2 years, even if and then it's going to take even longer than that. So you guys, whatever repairs, if you're trying to get in there, you got to think about the ROI now. All of those apartments that need to get redone and repaired. A lot of them probably won't. And that's going to leave a lot of apartments off the market, because every time you leave out of an apartment, they have to be redone. You got to paint, you got to do the floors over and everything like that. And the landlords look at it like, how long is it going to take me to get my money at this current market of me doing that? You know what? I'm not even going to do those repairs. It's not even worth taking a regular market rent. Just keep on moving forward, because now you got to take up the calls and do all of the other stuff in that apartment too, once you put somebody in there. And you got to do the whole thing over, renovated or refurbished. Thank you so much. Sometimes I do get jumbled with my words. Talking a lot up here. Let's keep on going, you guys, because we got more excuses for tickets. The rip-off report, the MTA, speed cameras go live in New York now. So guess what's going to happen, you guys? City tunnels and bridges. If you're trying to put on a little bit of that heat when you're going through the bridge and you're going through the tunnel, you like to hit that accelerator a little faster. Don't do it, because guess what? In the areas that you thought that they weren't watching you, they're watching you now. And guess what? They will send you a ticket in the mail. It's happened to me before. On a Sunday, went over like 2 miles past the speed limit. School zone, yeah, $50. And then 2 days later, $75. Same ticket. New York is slick. They'll send you 2 tickets. One will be $50, the other one will be $75. If you're smart, pay the one for $75 and just keep the information. Because trust me, the one for $50 doesn't even count at that point. They're really slick when it comes down to these tickets out here. Double tap that screen and get those likes up.
Just one speeding car can turn a work zone into a danger zone. And neighbors say it's a risk they see all the time near the Marine Parkway Gil Hodgins Memorial Bridge.
Now the speeding is horrible over here. I can't even there's no way to cross the road safely over here.
It's not just pedestrians at risk, but also road workers. It's one of 9 bridges or tunnels across the city that the MTA says will now have speed cameras and enforcement to catch anyone driving over 10 miles per hour, the posted speed limit at active construction zones.
It just stops them from working. It's causes danger for them and causes danger for people crossing, doing both.
The MTA says the goal is simple: protect workers and prevent crashes. MTA officials point to a number of work zone tragedies nationwide. Nearly 900 deaths and 40,000 injuries in 2023 alone. The program will start with warnings. The next phase starts later this year, and that's when the fines kick in. $50 for a first violation, $75 for a second offense within 18 months of that first violation. After that, it's $100 for each subsequent violation during that same period.
Slow down. So that's how they're going to cap you guys. 50 first, then 75, then constantly after that. Boom, 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 boom. 100 every time. Slow down.
Still, not everyone is sold on the idea.
If people don't break the law anyways, they want to do what they want to do.
Well, maybe it will discourage a couple of people.
EMTA says unmarked vehicles with radar and camera equipment will be at active work zones during work hours.
And the other day, you guys, you remember when we reported that huge warehouse fire that happened where all of those people were like having to fight that big warehouse fire and there was just like smoke everywhere? It was a 6-alarm fire. Guess how it was started? Guess how it was started? You guys will never believe how this warehouse fire started. Juveniles. They said it was 2 youths. That's right, not from my cousin Vinny either, not those 2 youths. I'm talking about 2 juveniles were charged with arson following a massive 6 a.m. alarm attack. You remember that fire, right?
New developments tonight after ferocious flames tore through a furniture factory in Allentown and damaged several nearby homes. 2 minors are now facing arson charges. Action reporter Brianna Smith has an update on the case.
One homeowner who lost everything says he's surprised juveniles allegedly caused this widespread destruction. He says right now his main focus is taking care of his family and neighbors.
It's so bad that the fire got so hot, you can tell because they had to knock the brick walls down. That's when the foundation is no longer there and the beams have actually burned too. So anytime you see the construction people in there knocking walls down in your building, that's basically an automatic done 100% total. Not only that, but they have to do that because the walls are not secure anymore.
There's my home. That's what Robert Velez and his wife called 318 North Front Street in Allentown for the past 35 years. Now it's a rubble of memories.
She's really devastated, so. I mean, she wanted to come back home with me.
On Wednesday night, officials say 8 homes were destroyed by a massive fire at a former furniture factory across the street. While several families remained displaced, crews began demolishing the building.
It's terrible. Never seen anything like this.
On Friday, the Lehigh County District Attorney's Office announced 2 juveniles are in custody in connection with the blaze. The DA says their charges must proceed through the juvenile system due to their ages and the circumstances.
It's just crazy if any kid said that.
It's sad. They just ruined the rest of their lives. You know, all for nothing. Affected all these other people.
To support these families, the United Way of Greater Lehigh Valley partnered with other agencies to launch an emergency relief fund.
The community's gonna help. I know they will.
Velez started collecting some donations for the affected residents. He says giving back is in his blood, as him and his wife run a local nonprofit.
My neighbors are my family.
Hoping one day they can all rebuild.
You want everything to go right, you gotta be a little bit stronger than what you're going through.
Velez says he's staying with relatives at this time. As for the juveniles, they're facing several charges, including arson and recklessly endangering another person.
I have another question for you guys right now because some smart person in the comments said it and I'm going to alley-oop it. I want to know, do you think that the parents should be arrested? If you guys feel that the parents of these juveniles should be arrested, I'd like to see a thumbs up like this. Whatever you put along with it, I definitely will say it as well. If you do not think the parents should be arrested, give me a thumbs down. Whatever you say, I'll let you know. I'll read that as well. I need to see thumbs up or thumbs down. I can't read context. I mean, I can read afterward, but I like to see so everybody can know how many thumbs up or thumbs down we're getting. So I understand you guys like to type. Find those thumbs up or thumbs down. Come on, you guys. We got thumbs up, thumbs down. It looks like, okay, first it was half and half. Then the thumbs up went up. Okay, we got, we're half and half over here. We're 50-50. We're 50-50. Okay. Then the cup dropped 5 minutes later, not arrested maybe. Okay, not arrested. The parents, what do you think about the parents? At least questioned. All right, at least questioned. That's really smart. Think about what they're gonna say first. They know better. Slippery slope. That's half and half. Okay, I understand what you mean, Turbo. Charge teen as adults. Okay, thumbs down. We appreciate your views. Our bottom line says Liberty. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. We got a lot of thumbs up over here. 2 thumbs down. Seems like you guys are half and half. I do like your comments though because you're making a lot of serious points. Not a lot of X because the parents might not be the children's that need to be the provider. And sued civilly. Ooh, 55 Coffee House. Lisa Roy says arrested as well as sued civilly. Okay, you guys, I like the way we covering these topics right here and making sure that we following up. My question is ice cream, anyone? Vanilla. I like vanilla ice cream. Anybody see that Easter egg that was around here? I'm gonna just be honest with you. I can't believe he's still doing speeches. You know who I'm talking about. Anytime you do that, when you see me doing something like that, or needing help getting off the stage or off the floor from falling up the steps, you know who I'm talking about. Sleepy Joe. Come on now, you guys know. What he got some comments that's coming in about Trump saying what a loser. And can you believe he's still trying to do speeches out here? Still messing up at the podium, still can't read the comments, and still messing up. I don't know why they still booking him. I don't know what they paying Joe, but it must be coming off of a free 99 in order to book Joe Biden.
No,
This is when he speaks at the Maryland Democratic Party gala.
class built this country, and labor built the middle class. Look, it's not just his deliberate distortion and destruction of NATO and choosing Putin as an American ally, or the fact that he's diminished our standing in the eyes of the world more than any president in history has. It's not just this vanity project, tearing down the east wing of the White House, making room for his ballroom, putting his name on the Kennedy Center, building an arch in his own honor, even hiring his own pool guy to fix the reflecting pool. Whoa, what a loser.
Floyd says, I can't remember what I ate.
Look, folks, it's not just that. Reflecting pool reflects something even worse than a narcissism and incompetence at the core of this administration. It's the corruption, the brazen, blatant corruption on a scale never.
And that coming right from the father of Hunter. I can feel it. Biden. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. They walked up to Hunter and said, hey, man, I think you 5-0. I ain't 5-0. What you talking about, man? All right, well, take this little baggie right here and hit this. And don't leave it in the White House, nowhere for nobody to find it. He was so lit, he put the bag down and didn't remember where he put it, you guys. And coming around looking like this now. Where that dope I had? Where that good stuff that I had? Next thing you know, Secret Service found it. That's how that happened. Let's keep on going, you guys. Double tap that screen and get those likes up. We got to get on over to Houston, you guys. We got a Pearland clinic owner who filed over $900 million in Medicare claims. You guys won't even believe what she used the money for. I'm talking about vanity. I'm talking about flying around, going places, spending that money. How do you spend, even if you're messing it up the wrong way? I'm talking about the wrong way. How do you spend $900 million? How do you do it? Let's find out right now, you guys. Let's go. Let's double tap that screen to get those likes up. If you have not subscribed, what are you waiting for? We're on our way to 74,000 subscribers. And yes, we want to thank all of those guys that's sending in all of those. Oh, we don't got any Cash App right now. You got to tell them where to send it, Boogotti. Okay, our Cash App is $ BOOGOTTI cash. Boogotti Cash. We appreciate all donations. The first of the month is coming. What do you guys think about this one that's coming up, though? I want to know what you guys think about this Pearland Clinic situation, because she don't need no Cash Apps or no Super Chats with $900 million. Let's go.
You also knew a tenant out-of-state nurse who owns a clinic in Pearland is accused of trying to steal almost $1 billion from taxpayers. A federal indictment says she gave very sick patients procedures they didn't need and billed Medicare for it. ABC 13's Luke Jones joins us live. And Luke, the amount of money she's accused of taking and what prosecutors say she spent it on is jaw-dropping.
Yeah, talk about jaw dropping. She's accused of filing more than $900 million worth of fraudulent claims, both for Medicare and TRICARE. She got about a third of that, prosecutors say, and then used the money to snap up luxury real estate, buy expensive jewelry, and also expensive cars. The Pearland office that once housed Wound Medic. That is, until the Justice Department dealt the clinic a federal indictment-sized wound. Prosecutors say Wound Medic and its 3 sister clinics in Nevada, California, and Hawaii engaged in a multi-year scheme to defraud the Medicare and TRICARE programs. From October 2023 to April this year, prosecutors say the owner, Las Vegas nurse Marisol Yuki, and her co-conspirators submitted more than $906 million in fraudulent claims. Those claims for medically unnecessary allografts, essentially transplants, according to the indictment. Some of her patients terminally ill, who prosecutors say died within days of the procedure. So she did these procedures to these people, and they lost their lives, and she still billed them for over $900 million. You guys hear what they're saying? Prosecutors say Yuki submitted an average of over $1 million in claims for each patient, of which $297 million was ultimately paid out. Much of the money, they contend, went to support Yuki's lavish lifestyle, including a multi-million-dollar home in Hawaii, this $4.6 million resort in the Philippines, and this $865,000 necklace. Prosecutors say she also bought a nearly $600,000 Ferrari. That's in addition to the Porsche, Escalade, Mercedes, and 2 Teslas investigators seized, along with more than $460,000 in cash. Prosecutors say... So she was just flossing. The person that says that they have got a CAT scan and they found out they have clogged arteries in my neck, 60% clogged, need to work on utilizing foods that are less inflammatory and work on, let's see, clogged arteries. It's going to be something that we're going to start looking into. We have, though, but you got to go back in a couple of episodes. God bless you. We're going to be here for you. And keep that in the air so we can make sure that we shine a light on it. We don't want to be quiet about stuff like that. Thank you. 2 companies acting as allograft product distributors paid Yuki almost $16 million to purchase their product. Yuki's then accused of overcharging the government. An allograft product she paid $1,600 for, prosecutors say she billed the Medicare program $3,900. But prosecutors say she wasn't the only one making money. Yuki allegedly paid other healthcare providers kickbacks to refer Medicare patients to her clinics, where instead of healing, prosecutors say they were stealing. Luke Jones, ABC 13 Eyewitness News. And instead of healing, they were stealing. And luckily, they finally caught on to them, you guys, because you see how much money they was going for. They wasn't going for no little bit of dough. They was going for the gusto. And that's what's going on now. You see how much money? If we would put all of the money that Doge found, and now all of the money that they're starting to bring up from what's going on with Vice President J.D. Vance and this new fraud committee with Dr. Oz and all of these other little chambers and all of the money that was found in Minneapolis, Minnesota, Ohio now. Then they got Maine, Los Angeles. Imagine how much money that would be and how much that would help the people of the United States or our world, period. Veterans, all sorts of people that are homeless, probably would have wiped that out already. Think about it. All of that money would have wiped out homelessness. Let's keep on going, you guys, because it's not just crazy here. It's crazy in the UK. I want to tell you guys, like I told you, we go every single place where there's information and where we see those flags at. We want to make sure that our people in UK, Australia, Africa, Uganda, all of those places in the United Kingdom, as well as afar, know that we're making sure that we get them content. Australia as well, you guys, and Canada too, right up top. We got a situation right here where we got a grooming gang that's a survivor shares horrible accounts about what's going on with this. Want to get right into it, you guys. Come on, let's go see what's going on with this.
To Katie Pavlich tonight. Well, for years, many Western nations have allowed millions of third world immigrants to cross their borders, including many who have no interest in assimilating into Western culture. They bring their own set of beliefs with no regard for the rule of law in their new homeland. We see this every day in America, and DHS is working hard to capture the worst of the worst, like sex traffickers, child molesters, murderers, and more. But these same types of people have infiltrated the United Kingdom, making this an important warning to everyone across the pond. A recent report by a member of parliament called the Rape Gang Inquiry exposes grooming gangs and the sexual exploitation of young British girls, mainly by Muslim Pakistani men. The report tells the story of girls who were pumped with alcohol and drugs, repeatedly raped, trafficked, and tortured. It claims those in charge allowed these gangs to operate for allegedly several decades because it was deemed racist to call them out.
Did you guys hear that? Thank you so much for the Cash App, Audrey Durham. She got 5 on it. Thank you so much, Audrey. We appreciate you. One of our favorites around here, of course. I want you guys to hear this again. I want you to understand the severity of these charges that are being alleged by these pieces of crap. Please pay attention one more time. What does that say right there? I can't say it loud. You see what that says right there and what they're doing? We're going to get back into this for real. Let's go.
The report tells the story of girls who were pumped with alcohol and drugs, repeatedly raped, trafficked, and tortured. It claims those in charge allowed these gangs to operate for allegedly several decades because it was deemed racist to call them out. The report estimates that the number of victims could be as high as 250,000 young girls. Now, one of those survivors is calling for accountability and looking to make a change so no survivor ever feels silence again and to prevent future victims. Earlier, I got to speak with Stanley Woodhouse about her experience and her role in helping oversee the Rape Gang Inquiry. Thank you so much for being here today, Samantha. It's great to see you. So we're going to get into some of the details of this horrific report. You, of course, brought it to fruition, did a lot of the work on it because you unfortunately have experience of many of the victims in the report. Can you tell us about how you were groomed at age 14 and how it started?
Yeah, of course. So I met H+OUR just after my 14th birthday on my local shop. He was 24 years old. He was known to police and social care at that time for being a very dangerous man. I wasn't the first child he exploited, and I certainly weren't the last. But I was abused for 2 years, mentally, sexually, and physically. I was also exploited to commit crime as well. I was missing from home for days, weeks, and months at a time, and I missed out on a lot of my education as well. I became pregnant twice, first when I was 14, and I was forced to have an abortion. But I was allowed to keep my second child. And I gave birth to him just after my 16th birthday. But within those 2 years, I was beaten, I was raped, I was abducted, and unfortunately, I saw a lot of professionals do a lot of bad things. You know, these were people that were paid to protect me and the children. They didn't. I saw police officers pass on information. They bought drugs from him. A Labour politician called Jahangir Akhtar, what was also related to him, and a police officer called PC Hassan Ali.
So don't think it's not still going on. It didn't end with Jeffrey Epstein. It's just one chapter that ended. So they still got it going on. You heard what she said. She was passed on. Police were actually having stuff to do with it when it came down to D-Rugs. And they knew about the crimes but never said anything about it. Just to let you guys know what this is. UK grooming gangs. A survivor shares horrifying details of exploitation on Kate Pavlich tonight. That's right, UK grooming gangs. Survivor shares horrifying details, and it was on Kate Pavlich tonight. News Nation, just in case you guys want to check into that to see the rest of that story. We got to keep on moving forward. I just wanted you guys to get a teaser to see what it was about. We got to get on into these crackdowns when it comes down to these skimmer crackdowns and swipers. Swipe the credit card. Next thing you know, they got all your credit card information. One time, I go to the ATM. Boop, I take $100 out. I know I only took $100 out, right? I go home. Boom, you just took out $200. What? I contact Chase. Oh yeah, we see what's going on over here. They fixed it, put the money back. I got to be honest with you. They did that a couple of times. Probably don't like Chase, you guys, but I'll be honest with you. When it comes down to certain things, they're actually good for a certain amount of things. Be careful out there when you're using your credit card. Be careful when you're using swipers or skimmers. Sometimes you ever go to the store and see somebody go like this and ask you to hand you your credit card. They be like this. I'd be like, what? No, thank you. Do you have tap? Because that's what I'm about to do. And next thing you know, you got to watch out for that too, because they're getting around all of the technology, you guys. Let's get into it. You got a special coming up on ABC News brought us to us. Anytime I get information like this, I like to get everybody involved. I like to bring you guys in to make sure that we're covering it and many more people understand what's going on here. So I'm gonna bother you guys. I'm gonna say hit that like button, double tap that screen to get those likes up. That's right, get those likes up right now. Gets more people over here. If you have not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Let's see what's going on with this statewide crackdown that's going against these credit card skimmers.
Those are the ones that are the easiest to copy. Special Agent McCool has led security details for powerful world leaders. Today, he leads members of the Secret Service and other law enforcement, part of a 3-day operation protecting vulnerable communities. And we got 14 teams that are going out and they're going to stores. They're looking at ATMs. They're looking at point of sales terminals. We're looking at gas stations. And we're looking for skimmers. New York City has been a hotbed for EBT skimming. The last operation, we found 65 over the 3 days. The one before that, we found 55. Last year, we found a total of 133. So we estimate that's about 139 million of fraud loss prevented. Before we tagged along for Operation Flagship 4.
Thank you, Edwin.
We got a close look at what they're aiming to spot. These are our ATM skimming devices. To protect your privacy. As a customer comes in and inserts their credit or debit card, or EBT card, the information is then stored on the skimming device. They're also trying to spot point of sale machines that may be compromising your sensitive information. What they will do is they'll come in and they will insert the device just like that. And it takes all of just what I did there, all of 2 seconds. They will come back and extract it at some point. The data can be downloaded on these devices. On this one, it have to be physically removed like the skimming devices at another point. Once we saw what they were eyeing, Secret Service and law enforcement agencies visited Bronx bodegas and stores that may be an easy target, while giving business owners a crash course for what to look out for.
Audrey says, I always try to pull it off before I put my card in it. Don't even do that no more. You got the chip on there, tap it so they don't get the information. Try to get around it that way. They probably got technology for that too.
One by one, ATMs and point of sale terminals were checked with devices.
Have you guys ever had a problem with your point of sale terminals?
Not here. That would pick up any criminal activity.
These both look good. And we don't see anything on your ATMs.
For long-standing local businesses, they say SNAP benefits are a critical lifeline for customers, and enforcement will drive predators away.
A lot of patients we have, like, they're like Medicaid patients or they're like underserved. So it's very important that, their benefits don't get taken because.
How you gonna take somebody money that's on welfare and got 3 kids? Man, y'all dead wrong for that. Let's double tap that screen and get those likes up because it's not over, you guys. We got more to get into. Let's get on over to Viva Las Vegas. Viva Las Vegas. Come on, you guys. Let's get into it right now. We got a Henderson mom. Her name is Haley Morgan Knight. You already know something's going to happen, right? She got 3 of them long names. Haley, Morgan. That's 2 first names there, you guys. Remember that. Anybody with 2 first names, you got to watch out for them. Haley Morgan Knight. What did she do? She's guilty of stole over $20,000 by faking a cancer scam diagnosis, filing false claims, and gets jail time despite a plea deal. She got locked up and she gonna be getting out in a little while, but they did tell her to watch her head because she's locked up right now, you guys. That's right, 20 thou. Tried to appeal to the court saying, sorry, but then the judge said, it's all that you can say. Looked at the bailiff and said, take her that away. Didn't go for it. She got locked up. Let's go, you guys. Let's see what's going on over here in Vegas.
Who admitted to faking cancer and running multiple scams will face time behind bars.
So her name, Haley Morgan Knight. She pled guilty to the theft of nearly $20,000 from her neighbors and friends in March.
How you gonna tell people you got cancer, put on makeup and act like you got cancer, take pictures and put it up on social networks so people can make GoFundMes, make people get out of their own bed to let you, oh my God, she's dead wrong. She deserves it, y'all. Come on.
Today, the judge said she had to face a consequence to match the severity of her crime. Our Jane Davenport joins us live. And Jane, you are in the courtroom today. We had a chance to talk to the victims, and we also heard from Knight herself.
Dana Maria Haley Knight read a statement before her sentencing, apologizing to her victims and asking the court for a chance to move forward and learn from her mistakes. But Judge Jessica Peterson says it wasn't lost on the court that she, quote, stood there emotionless while her victims shared their stories of loss and emotional turmoil.
You change people's lives for your own selfishness and your own greed.
The victims of Haley Morgan Knight say her lives began several years ago. The Henderson mother claimed to be a successful content creator and wanted to help her friends find that same success.
What I know now is that much of what Haley presented to me was a lie.
The Fink family shared the betrayal they experienced from someone they thought was a close friend.
Caleb and I gave them our bedroom and slept in our children's rooms so their family could be comfortable during that.
They gave up their bedroom and let her sleep in their room so that she could have somewhere to be comfortable while she was dealing with her diagnosis. You hear this crap?
And she continued scamming us while sleeping on the very bed we'd given up for her.
Sydney and her family say Knight posed as several different people to further her scam and continued to make money off her lies by selling content creation trips. Trips that always fell through, while Knight provided excuse after excuse. They add that she even went as far as faking a pancreatic cancer diagnosis.
Yeah, she worse than Dr. Umar with the school.
She played on her emotions and faked cancer as an attempt to take the heat off of her. We held back and didn't press her for the deposit returns. Instead, meals were taken to her.
No, she does not look bothered at all. She was emotionless. You see this? Come on, let's get those likes up, you guys. Let's go.
Children were babysat for her. Donations were given, all in trying to help her with her cancer.
As part of her plea deal, Knight is ordered to pay back the full amount reported stolen, $19,787.12.
Over the last year, I've continued working and supporting my family, getting the help I need to better understand the choices I made and make sure I never find myself in this position again.
Making better choices and make sure I never find myself in this position again. You're still not owning. When I listen to this, she's not owning the responsibility. She's looking like she don't really care.
I respectfully ask the court to give me the opportunity to continue moving forward, make restitution, support my family, and prove through my actions that I can learn from this and be a better person.
But Judge Jessica Peterson said restitution is not enough.
Absent this court's ability to be able to take some of those things into consideration, people don't in prison.
Due to the plea deal and
You said we're not gonna take some of that stuff into consideration, but you'll be going to prison tonight.
court laws, Judge Peterson said she could not impose the prison sentence she desired. But the sentence she imposed, 30 days in the Clark County Detention Center and 24 months of probation, came as a pleasant surprise to the victims who thought she could get away with no time behind bars.
It was just really great to see that the judge saw what we've seen the whole time and that the remorse isn't real.
Don't scam your friends, people. And be careful that people that'll do something like that, that'll try to get over on you or try to get over on other people. Don't even let them around you because it shows a bad quality in your friend selection. And guess what? They'll probably be going for your pockets very soon as well. Be careful out there. Let's double tap that screen and get those likes up and give me all the money in your pockets. Or what you can do is you can pick up the phone. Ow, it's Monday morning, you guys. If you're watching Boogotti on your cell phone, let's go ahead and double tap that screen. Let's get those likes up, gets more people over here. Let's keep on moving forward. It's not over. Let's keep on getting over to Pembroke. You see that deadly crash right there, right? That was due to a water bottle. That's right. The driver says he lost control and after reaching for a water bottle is what the NTSB is saying. Let's keep on moving forward. One of those horror movie sort of situations. You reach for the water bottle. It goes on the floor while you're driving. Next thing you know, you try to hit the brakes, and what happens? The water bottle goes up under the brakes. You reach for it. You look up. Now you got an accident. That's what he's claiming. Let's get into it, you guys.
We begin tonight at 6 in the town of Pembroke. We're learning more about the investigation involving that deadly tour bus crash that killed 5 people and hurt dozens more nearly 10 months ago. A newly released NTSB video report details what happened inside the bus in the minutes leading up to that crash. Investigators say a water bottle first fell near the driver about 14 minutes before that crash happened. According to court documents, driver Bin Shao told investigators that the loose water bottle eventually rolled to his feet and blocked his brake pedal. The documents also say Chow reached down to try and move it, and that's when he lost control of the bus.
Sound like Final Destination, right, y'all?
Chow was arrested and charged in February with 5 counts of manslaughter and criminally negligent homicide. We begin.
We got another situation over here with Nancy Guthrie's captor. They said that they got a videotape of this person that kidnapped her, right? But the guy and the person that has the information does not want to give up the information unless he's given 1 Bitcoin. That's what he's charging. Check this out, you guys.
Right now, I do want to get back into the headlines that we're covering on this Sunday as we have the latest on the months-long search for Nancy Guthrie, seen right there on your screen. The mother of Today's Show host, Savannah Guthrie. All of this has been developing at this point for many months, and we continue to gather new information. This week, it was revealed that a second ransom note sent to media outlets after the initial kidnapping of the Arizona woman claimed that Nancy Guthrie was dead and, quote, buried with nature. After that revelation, TMZ reported it received another email from a person claiming to know the identities of Nancy Guthrie's kidnappers. The author wrote that he had a phone stashed away with, quote, a short video of the main guy with Nancy the day that was probably her last, end quote. He explained that he would turn over the phone and the identities of both kidnappers in exchange for 1 Bitcoin. TMZ reports it authenticated the new email as being from the same person who sent previous ones, and it appears that the sheriff over there in Pima County, Arizona, has said he's not sure that any of those ransom notes sent to any of the media outlets are actually real. Greg Sanfilippo is a retired police sergeant, now the vice president of Doyle Security Services, joining us live to discuss.
Nope, we got enough information out of that. We will be following up because we ain't even know that much. We didn't even know that homeboy had the video talking about giving him a Bitcoin for it. Now they need to find out where this information is coming from. He's over there like, yo, if y'all give me a Bitcoin, I'll give you this information. But he still hasn't come forward and shown who he is. He's doing this incognito. Let's keep on moving forward. Double tap that screen. If they were willing to give up $1 million, they might as well give up the cost of a Bitcoin, especially while it's tanking right now. Let's keep on moving forward. I told you we had a lot to go through. 16-year-old Jaleel Jones was powed and lost his life in Clayton County for protecting someone who was being, what? Bullied. We don't like bullies around here, but be careful also when you're trying to protect people against a bully, because they may step up against you too.
We begin with a community in grief. In a Channel 2 Action News exclusive, we are hearing from someone who knew a 16-year-old who was shot and killed. She was his mentor. Jaleel Jones was gunned down on Mount Zion Road in Clayton County 1 week ago. He was protecting another boy who was being targeted. Channel 2's Aaron Rogers.
I got it, Jelena.
Tonight, there is that growing memorial, and you're right there.
I got it all. We got it.
To show you this memorial. Take a look with me. You can see Jaleel.
Y'all see Jelena got her glove. You see she over here repping for our bottom line. Y'all need to go ahead and get gloved up, double tap that screen and get those likes up and support the show the way everybody else does. We love it. We really give back as well. We're not just one-sided over here. Ask about us.
Jones' nickname written out in candles, but perhaps the most touching is this 16 candles right here, because that is how old he was. You can also see the teddy bears, flowers, balloons. But if I take you back to this poster, all of the signatures, it really just shows how loved he was in this community.
Look, give it up, Laura. If you know him, you called him Little Red.
Whether you called him that or Jaleel Jones.
He was well respected. He was a 16-year-old kid. And yeah, we took a big loss here in Jonesboro.
Clayton County police say last Friday evening, a dispute between several people escalated into gunfire, and Jones became the victim. His mentor, Lenny's Wilkes, told me he was trying to stand up for a boy who was being bullied.
He was outside trying to help and protect the young boy who needed help at the time.
On Tuesday, police arrested Joshua Clinton, who's now facing several charges, including murder and aggravated assault.
As far as the suspects, I just try not to get my emotions involved in that.
Because she says her emotions have already been up and down the past 7 days.
It's so still surreal as far as like knowing that I can't just call and check up.
Wilkes says Jones didn't have the easiest time growing up. But he was headed down a good path. I do know Red just started employment. He was working towards getting his driver's permit.
He looked like a fun kid that just was happy. He didn't look like he was into anything but just chilling and enjoying life.
He was set to be starting school this August before it all got cut short. We just want to make sure
Australia.
that he has a great home going.
An emotional time for all who knew him. So, Aaron, you're back on live with us now. The suspect here, Joshua Clinton, also facing charges unrelated, though, to the death of Jones.
He is, George. Clayton County Police say they were able to link him to another shooting that actually happened after the homicide. So he will be facing additional charges for that, according to police. But as for that homegoing she was speaking of, the family has set up a GoFundMe, and all the proceeds will go to help bury Jaleel Jones.
Jaleel Jones, you guys. Let's go ahead and get those prayers in the air for the young Jaleel Jones. So young. Just started out life, you guys. We want to pray for him, for his family. Let's hope that GoFundMe is able to cover his burial. We know times are really tight out here right now, you guys. And again, wasn't a bad kid. Looked like he was coming to another child's aid. I remember when I used to go help out against bullies. That could have happened to me. That's why I think about stories like this, you guys. Want to pray for his mother that they get over this and they can finally they can get to the bottom of it once they find some closure in this tragedy. Want to pray for them. Amen. Let's keep on moving. That was crazy right there. Now let's get on over to Washington, you guys. We got a situation in Washington now. Got people that are only outside hanging out, watching a little movie. They're just hanging out, watching a movie, chilling out, watching the movie. Next thing you know, some thunderunt. That's right. THUNTHADUNT. We spell it the correct way over here. Thunderunt. Some idiot. I don't know what they were thinking about. People out there having a little watch party, watching a movie. I don't know if they thought they were being a little loud or whatever. They decided to take a Roman candle and throw it into the watch party. And it starts going crazy, going off at everybody that was watching the outside movie, babies in strollers. Oh yeah, this wasn't just an innocent situation here. Come on, you guys, let's see what's going on over in Washington.
This is a Raven's Flock 8 Roman candle. Once lit, it sequentially fires 8 exploding projectiles stacked in the cardboard tube. This is what it looked like when one was thrown into a crowd of people watching an outdoor screening of the movie Jurassic Park in DC's Eckington neighborhood Wednesday night.
Response for burning at 227 Harry Thomas Way Northeast inside of Noma Park.
And then all of a sudden, right over here by the benches, you just hear firework go off. Josh, who was at the movie at Alethea Tanner Park, took a picture of the tube afterward. All of a sudden, the firework starts going off, and it's this 3-foot-long Roman candle with maybe 8 fireworks inside of it. And it starts going off. I hear one explode just behind me to the right, and then one just behind me to the left. It was really scary. There were moms who were screaming for their kids. People just running around. He knew how a Roman candle worked. He knew it would keep firing at the moviegoers, his neighbors, and their kids. And I just ran, I grabbed it, and I threw it against the retaining wall away from everyone else. I just didn't want anyone else to get hurt. Josh says he chased the fireworks throwers who appeared to be teens but lost them. We asked him what motivated him to do what he did. Honestly, I was a Boy Scout, and it's the Boy Scouts that really taught me that, you act, you stand up and you protect others. Ward 5 Council member Zachary Parker posted a lengthy statement of concerns and questions about the incident, adding that he was heartened to hear that the bid will continue the movie series next week, charging ahead with the appropriate guardrails for future events. He said he has also requested increased patrols in and around Alethea Tanner Park during the 4th of July holiday and at all future NOMA bid events in the park. Councilmember Zachary Parker says he has asked DC Police to conduct a full investigation into their response. In Northeast Washington, Jackie Benson, News 4.
Now it don't matter.
This is a Ravens Flock 8.
It doesn't matter what news channel you watch because or how you vote. This is 100% judgment-free zone. Not Planet Fitness, but it's our bottom line. Let's debate big stuff, laugh a little, and find some solutions. Good morning, you guys. It's our bottom line. Thank you so much, Liberty and Justice. I love it when she does that. You know, we got to see what Judge Grady has to say. We got to check in with the Sheriff Sheriff Grady Judd. Let's see what he got to check in with. You know, he always got something interesting to talk about. All I'm gonna say is Christopher Hans in his ponds. What? Yeah, Christopher Hans in his ponds. Come on, you guys, let's go.
Hello, everyone. It's time for morning briefing. If you don't have your morning cup of coffee
or water,
why not run get it? You can put me on pause, not for too long though. I'm drinking from a cup today from Martin's Country Market. Do you know where that is? Well, if you don't, you should. It's an Amish market in DeSoto County. Now listen, I drive all the way to DeSoto County to shop at Martin's. You know why? Fresh bread, great sandwiches, pies that weigh at least 40 pounds
You must have been reading his mind because he's talking about pie right here. How did you think of that one?
a piece. Okay, maybe they don't, but they're that big and they're heavy and they're delicious. Okay, you get the picture. Go visit them. It's worth a road trip just to see the wonderful folks and have the best food in the entire universe. Christopher Hans didn't go there, and the Martins were actually glad that he didn't. But he was at Ross in Davenport at Posner Park. You know, Ross is where you dress for less, but they don't want you undressing for less. They don't want you undressing for more. So he walked up in a lady's private space, and she noticed this guy kind of close to her, and she looked, and he had his toolbox open. And there was this wrench. And she looked at that and she said, the dude has his wrench out of his toolbox. So she leaves and tells the store people who run him off, and they call us, but he's gone by the time we get there. But our deputies are not having this. We looked at the videotape and we were able to identify this dude. I mean, he's not hard to identify, you know what I'm saying? So we go to his house and we're interviewing him, and he said, hey, I don't really remember what I did because I was smoking dope. Yeah, I was smoking cannabis, that low level nonviolent drug, and I just have no memory of it. Well, we have a memory of it. We're not showing the wrench on this video clip.
Watch your head, not the wrench.
We're showing the man who has a toolbox with a wrench in it. He's in the county jail. You ought not to be showing your wrench to people who don't want to see it, especially in a public place. Have a good day. Hello.
Hey, look at this guy over here. He's got a toolbox. His toolbox is open, and for some reason, he's got his wrench exposed. Oh my God! You only can get it one kind of way out of Grady Judd. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. I hope you guys are appreciating the content. We got 11 days left before we get out of the clink. That's right, we only got 11 days. Let's get on over to Texas City. I want to shine a light on this story that I know a lot of people aren't talking about. I want to make sure that we do. We got a teenager who's been missing because he went out on an inflatable raft. This incident happened in Texas City at a dike. Come on, you guys, don't get me for this. It's really true. It happened at a Texas City dike. It did, trust me.
The search is set to resume, or it has resumed, for a teenager who disappeared while rafting near the Texas City dike. We do want to get back to our Ricky Munoz, who joins us now with Tim Miller of Texas EquiSearch. Ricky.
Hey, Kathy. Yeah, so the search has continued a little bit up a few hours ago, and it's all hands on deck again. Texas.
The reason we're doing this is because we want to shine a light on what's going on out there. We know a lot of people are going to be traveling for the holidays. That's why we've been talking about travel, hotels, also been talking about beaches, security. Watch out for those kids. Do not go onto the beach if it does not have a lifeguard. You guys know. Come on now.
EquiSearch is out here. TechStar is out here. Galveston County is out here. Now, Mr. Tim Miller, he's the founder of Texas EquiSearch. Mr. Tim, it's been a long few hours for you already. Any updates?
No updates yet. I mean, we got here very early yesterday morning and searched till dark with a boat sonar. We had wave runners, our drone airplane and stuff. And I got out before daylight this morning. We covered a lot of ground so far, but man, we got a lot more to cover. I actually got a helicopter that's going to be going up in about an hour. Uh, I think we've got 3 boats, 2 wave runners, a drone, our ATVs, and so we're covered a lot of ground. We just don't have them located yet.
In 11 days, we get out of a community prison. Just to let you know, we got a false strike that was handed to us by Big Brother, the one that breaks you down no matter what you do, which is why I've been telling you guys not to do the super chats, because why would you want to look out for them after they on us? Sad part about it is, yeah, we got a situation up in 11 more days. We were struck for 90. Woo, that's right. We had 90 days. You see what's going on with these numbers and what they're doing over here. Nothing has changed with the quality of the show. But what you see, what they're doing is that THROTTLING. That's what's going on with that. I don't like to actually make that a word and put it out into the algorithm like that, because what I say actually does trigger it, believe it or not, because I'm in the matrix right now. You get it? You guys are watching me. And you got to be careful about stuff like that. So yeah, we've been doing a nice calm countdown to get all of those days behind us. So yeah, we got 11 days left out of those 90. We were playing a video one day. I got a suit on. Next thing you know, a pow pow comes up on the video screen. And what do? Boom, we get a community for that. No gun, no pow pow, no nothing. But they did that. Suppressed the money, hurt the show, hurt our numbers. But guess what? It's okay. So that's why we understand that Big Bro over here has that much love when it comes down to influencers. So think about this. They were getting good money from us when the show was doing good, right? So check this out. Anytime you guys send me a super chat, they still get money off of us. So why do we want to reward them? Don't not reward me, help me out, but I don't like rewarding them because they shouldn't be granted that. Got me down, still got your fist on my neck, your foot on my neck, and every super chat that comes through, you get $3 off of it. You send me $10, they take 3. It's not fair, you guys. Come on. That's how I look at that. Already breaking us down, and you want to do worse than that. So that's why I look at it like we got 11 days left. I'm being calm about it. We're going to get through this because it's nothing to us. After that, we'll just keep on forging forward to our 75,000 subscriber mark, because we're working on that. 74, 75, and then we got 25 more to get them. And we're banging at the door to get that 100,000 subscribers, which we would have had a long time ago had we not had this issue, because we're still the #1 show on YouTube, no matter what you say. I'm talking about when it comes down to live, when it comes down to commentary, when it comes down to news, updates, trending topics, and current events. Hell, I even like the show. I'll go watch it after. I'm not tooting my own horn. It just happens to be what it is. We put a lot of effort and work into this show, from Liberty to Winter to Collective to all of our people that come here all the time, like Luigi, all of our family, like Sam Champion. We've got who's that? My brother Casey Ramos. We've got all of our people like Jeffrey, Jordan. I remember all of these people because we've been doing this for days, you guys. That's what I'm talking about. And I appreciate you guys the same way you appreciate me. And that's why I get up every single day and do it. Why are you wearing a suit, Boogotti? Because God woke me up, fun. That's why. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's get on over to talk about this. I got to be real careful with this one, too, because this is coming in from Philadelphia, where they got pow pows, fake DEA ID, and chemicals found in the Philly home. What's next? Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go. I got to really be careful about this one. We're going to sneaker save this one and make sure that we got to block it out. You guys, we got to take precautions and watching out for our channel. Let's go.
Philadelphia, a cache of ammunition, chemicals, fake IDs, all discovered in a home in the Alney section. Now the FBI is involved in the investigation into exactly what was going on inside. And Jill, this all stems from a park ranger noticing some type of disturbance inside a car a week ago. The suspect's in custody, but the story continues to unravel.
Yeah, that's right, Dawn. When 44-year-old Eugene Horch was arrested June 19th.
Hey, Jill, pretty good at gymnastics, possibly?
A switchblade, guns with scratched off serial numbers, a fake DEA credential, and an ID with the name of a missing person were all found in the vehicle. And today, they all found more discoveries today in the property behind me. Philadelphia police and the FBI evidence response team could be seen Friday outside the 400 block of West Chew Avenue, continuing their investigation of Eugene Horsch's home. This is Horsch, who was originally arrested on June 19th and
Talk about Breaking Bad, huh?
faces multiple charges as of that day, including illegal firearm possession. His bail set at $500,000, according to court documents. Police say the man has a criminal record, one which includes a recent assault within the city.
Yo, how is this? Your crib is so bad they gotta set up a freaking a command post with tables. That's how bad it is. Oh my God.
Horsch's arrest led to a further investigation, which was in motion today, thanks to a warrant.
When they got to that property, they discovered inside another firearm. It was a Palmer 80 9mm. They also discovered a lot of ammo in the apartment and some narcotics.
The deputy commissioner also says one of the floors had evidence of a possible narcotics growing operation. Other discoveries have left police with additional questions, such as materials and bottles found in the basement. They're left to wonder if he was ultimately producing or irrigating something on the property.
Some of these chemicals, if they would be put together and obviously ignited, they could cause some hazard. So that being said, we pulled out of there. We now elicited the help of the FBI. The FBI is going to now come in with people from Quantico, and they're going to help us process the rest of this scene.
Over 100
Yeah, this ain't no regular stuff right here. They got some real chemicals over there, y'all.
120 pieces of ballistic evidence, other false identifications.
He probably was making meth on one floor, had some trees growing on the next one, had something else going on the next one. Lord knows what his Breaking Bad stuff had going on. And now it's time for the health and wellness section. Sean, for everybody that waited long, let's get into it right now, you guys. It's time. I gotta ask you guys a question. When the last time you worked out? I hope it wasn't the last time that we worked out. And don't run, because we're not working out today. Don't run. We already got it in, so we're going to get it in later on in the week. I want to know, when was the last time you worked out? Because if you knew what I knew and what you knew after today, you're going to be, I should have been working out. Did you know that when you work out, you actually create more brain vessels and brain waves in your brain? You actually create more neurons and more connections. You actually make your brain smarter by working out. Did you know that working out releases toxins and it releases stress? Why do you think once you work out, when you get up, you don't think about that problem you had before? Working out really helps out, you guys. Trust me, it does. But before that, I want to tell you guys something. There are superfoods. There's superfoods out here that actually are good for your heart. Why are we talking about the heart today? Because one of my best friends, Vincent Viola. That's right, you guys, Vincent Viola. One of my best friends from Staten Island. You guys, what's up, Vinny? I'll holler at you in a minute, by the way. He has 3 stents that he put into his heart. This has to do with the same thing that someone just said earlier. When you have blockage and when you have like inflammation going on. That's why I always tell you guys about certain foods that we eat, whatever we can use to help us out when it comes down to inflammation. I try my best to stay on topic because it's really affecting my life as well as you guys' lives. So I want to ask you guys, do you happen to know any superfoods besides the one that you might see behind you right now that might be looking up at you? What are the superfoods that are good for heart health? Does anybody know? We got that one song that says honey, garlic, and ginger. Probably not for the heart, but I tell you one thing, it's good for a lot of other stuff. How about anybody else got any ideas? Anybody? Whoa. Don't try to read those. Don't try to Google it neither. Come on now. Superfoods that are good for your heart. Anybody? You guys are trying. I see you guys are. It's crazy because some of the stuff that you guys are saying are good for so many other things. So many things you guys are saying. Somebody finally got it. There you go, Phil. There go blueberries. Okay, what's up, Miss Swans? Are you gonna say something too? What are superfoods that are good for your heart? Let me know. Anybody know what superfoods are? Beans. Up. That's pretty cool, but I think that's going to be better for the pancreas. And a cucumber, no. Beets, no. Lima beans, no. You guys, come on now. You guys know. How about avocado? What about spinach? Come on, you guys. Nuts. There you go, Jelena. There you go. How about some oats? I'm about to have some oatmeal in a little while. The McCann's All Natural Instapacks. It's McCann's, you guys. I always tell you what I eat because we try to share with each other over here. So let's get into it real quick. I want to know what superfoods your heart loves. Avocado, spinach, nuts. You guys were right about that. Oats, heart health. You see it on the Quaker oat box all the time, right? Why don't we want to eat these foods and help our hearts out, you guys? These are the foods we need to concentrate on eating. And you already like them anyway. A lot of you guys love avocados already. Oats. We got blueberries, antioxidants, really good for you and good for gut health. So let's break it down. Avocado. We got spinach, that's 2. We got nuts. We got oats. And last but not least, blueberries. So Vinny, when I start rolling up on you, giving you all types of foods that have this rich in nuts and oats and stuff like that, you're gonna know why, because I'm trying to help you out, my friend. I'm gonna ask you what you had for lunch. I'm gonna ask you about stuff like that. Get involved in your family and your friends' lives, you guys. Make it a fun thing. Go work out with them because they might need a workout partner. That might be the only excuse why they can't get up and get out. Trust me, a lot of people will be like, yo, you mean to tell me you'll run with me? We can go out together? That'd be phenomenal. If I could, I would start a morning group in New York. But I don't know if you guys would be willing to do something like that. Like right after I get out of here, throw on a sweatsuit, we meet at the park, everybody just run, follow me, whatever like that, put the headphones on. That'd be cool too. I've seen people do that. I was thinking about doing something like that. Hey, I work out anyway. Thought about that before. See who we have in New York that may be interested. But guess what? It's not over because we keep going when it comes down to the health and wellness section, you guys. And I want to talk about that's right, what exercise does to your brain. Hint, it's like we're coming in the party with the spliffers and Z. That's the only place that you really want to be. That's right. It's just like cannabis. I didn't say Canada. I said cannabis. That's right, you guys. What exercise does to your brain? It's just like cannabis. Did you know that just one workout can alter your brain chemistry within minutes and even protect your brain? Real serious, you guys. Do you know that? Do you know how much your blood flows and the oxygen flows to your body? It does take a lot of oxygen for your brain in order to operate and to move. The more oxygen, to operate, the more oxygen you have, the more blood flow, the better your brain will operate, you guys, just so you know. Not only that, but you got to really work out to alter the chemistry of your brain. It can actually work out within minutes. We got a fascinating relationship between movement and mental well-being. And it goes much more than what you guys think. After you work out, you still got the problem, but you feel a little better. You're more energized and you can deal with things. If you knew that working out made your brain stronger, would you do it? If you knew that working out created more pathways to your brain, would you do it? Check this out, you guys. We're gonna get into it right now. I got some information for you that's coming in from Dr. Tracy, and I gotta give it to you right now. This is gonna be Dr. Tracy Marks. This is the real reason exercise boosts your brain power. It really works. And when you start listening to some of these points, you're gonna actually understand and you're gonna believe it. Do you know that actually working out helps your attitude and helps your stress? If I knew that years ago, I would actually have been applying it. I actually did know it when I did push-ups a lot. I didn't even know that it was helping me out with different things in my life that were stressful. Exercising works out and it helps out with stress and much more. So what are we going to do today? If you guys have not already subscribed, we're going to go behind Dr. Tracy Marks. We've already subscribed to Dr. Tracy Marks. The show today is the real reason exercise boosts your brain power. You guys stick around. Trust me, you're going to want to know this information. Had no idea that exercising did that. And certain foods combined with the exercising really helps to make these neurons and these pathways even stronger. Let's get into it, you guys. Let's go. Why not want to learn about the brain? I mean, it's common sense, Boogotti. Certain foods feed the brain, and certain information is actually good for the brain too. So let's keep on going. Let's go.
Did you know that just one workout can alter your brain chemistry within minutes and even protect your brain from the harmful effects of stress? This fascinating relationship between movement and mental well-being goes far deeper than most people realize. Today, I'll show you the science of how exercise transforms your brain and enhances your mental health. I'll also give you some practical tips on how to make it work for you. I'm Dr. Tracy Marks, a psychiatrist, and I make mental health education videos to strengthen your mind, fortify your brain, and build resilience.
It's health and wellness, y'all.
Already that exercise is good for mental health, but understanding the how and the why can help motivate you to give it a higher priority, even when you don't feel like it. This video is the first in a series where we'll explore exercise impact on brain health. And today we're focusing on the structural changes that occur in your brain when you exercise regularly. The reason exercise is such a big deal is it promotes neurogenesis, which is the growth of new brain cells.
New brain cells. If you knew that working out created new brain cells, would you do it? That's my question to you guys, real talk. If you knew that working out created new brain cells, would you do it? I think it's nothing but a benefit. Come on, you guys, I'm gonna ask that question right now. Come on, answer the question. Would you do it if you knew that they created new brain cells? Would you work out just knowing that? And how about if I told you you don't even gotta work out hard or intense? I'm talking about walking around the block. That's what we're talking about, is creating a workout, burning a little bit of fat, 10-minute walk around the block. I'm not talking about nothing crazy. If I told you that, would you do it? So now that we told you, let's get into it. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go.
This primarily happens in the hippocampus, the brain's memory and learning center. And this isn't theoretical. Researchers can actually see these changes using MRI scans, comparing brain images before and after implementing regular exercise routines. Research shows that regular aerobic exercise can increase hippocampal volume by up to 2% a year. And that might not sound like much, 2%, but in brain terms, it's significant. In fact, the study that I'll have referenced in the description went on to show that the 2% volume increase effectively reversed brain aging by 1 to 2 years. So what this means is through exercise, you're literally growing more brain tissue. The hippocampus is also sensitive to stress and tends to shrink over time, particularly if you're dealing with chronic stress or aging.
That person that's walking their dog for 15 minutes, walk every day, Kathy, that's helping out your brain, believe it or not. That workout, that's a workout right there. Get up and move around, you guys. Trust me.
Depression also reduces the size of your hippocampus. Exercise counteracts this by encouraging the production of new neurons, helping you keep your brain sharp. And
so now you got depression, right? If you work out against the depression, that's what it's doing. Depression actually shrinks the brain, believe it or not. Y'all didn't hear what she said? It actually shrinks the brain. That's what depression does. We don't need no shrinkage. We need to grow.
To stress and tends to shrink over time, particularly if you're dealing with chronic stress or aging. Depression also reduces the size of your hippocampus. Exercise counteracts this by encouraging the production of new neurons, helping you keep your brain sharp and resilient. It's not—
That's exactly right. City life is chronic stress. And yes, steel, oats, fish oil, and omega-3s. There you go, Henry. Let's keep going.
Just the hippocampus, though. Exercise also strengthens your prefrontal cortex, which you can think of as your brain's chief executive officer. This region handles executive functions like planning, decision-making, and emotional regulation. When you exercise regularly, this area becomes more developed and better connected to other brain regions. These improvements can help you better manage stress, maintain focus, and regulate your emotions more effectively. The changes in your prefrontal cortex help explain why exercise can improve your ability to concentrate and make better decisions. When this area is stronger and better connected, impulsivity is reduced. You're more likely to pause before reacting emotionally.
Wait a minute, you guys have been around here for a long time. And if you've been watching the health and wellness section, what do we always talk about? We talk about 3 seconds or 3 minutes. Sometimes you could take 3 seconds and think about something before you come up with a solution. It's better to take as long as you need to come up with the best solution. It seems as if all of the good information that we're getting, whether it has to be with the brain, whether it has to be with food, whether it has to be with security, they all are starting to intertwine. Are you guys starting to notice that? I'm talking to the people that are always here for the health and wellness section. Do you guys notice what she just said and how it correlates? I'm gonna show you again. Let's bring it back.
Exercise can improve your ability to concentrate and make better decisions. When this area is stronger and better connected, impulsivity is reduced. You're more likely to pause before reacting emotionally and think through consequences more clearly. Samurai said that in the affirmations video. We were watching another video that said that think before you talk about the brain. And maintain focus on important things despite distractions. Here's what's happening at the level of the cells. Exercise triggers the release of a protein called BDNF, brain-derived neurotropic factor. Think of BDNF as fertilizer for your brain. It helps existing neurons grow stronger connections and supports the birth of new brain cells, particularly in the hippocampus. That's where we want them to grow at, in the hippocampus. You guys, and don't worry about it, because guess what? The brain is a phenomenal thing. As long as you keep on working with it, it's just like your body. It can develop, and you can create new neurons and new pathways. So if you feel like your brain is shrinking, get out there, learn some stuff, read books, eat good brain food, and please, by all means, exercise. BDNF levels increase significantly during and after exercise, creating an optimal environment for brain cell growth and connection. This process of growing new brain cells, called neurogenesis, was once thought impossible in adults, but we now know that this is not true. Look. Exercise is one of the most powerful triggers for neurogenesis. Vincenta, look. Neurons form new connections, creating more elaborate networks in your brain and enhance learning, memory, and emotional regulation. The more complex these networks become, the more resilient your brain becomes to stress and challenges. It's the same way like when you're creating carbon fiber, when you're weaving something with carbon fiber or a thread. Of course, if you thread something with one thread, it's just going to have that amount of durability. But can you imagine how many times you're just weaving on top of it, on top of that, fortifying it, making it stronger, creating better pathways and understandings? Look at it that way, you guys. Let's keep on going. Another thing regular exercise does is promote angiogenesis, maybe a term you haven't heard so much, which is the growth of new blood vessels in your brain. The improved circulation means that your brain cells get more oxygen and nutrients. Improved blood flow enhances the connection or the communication between your prefrontal cortex and the amygdala, which is your brain's fear center. And this enhanced communication between these two regions leads to better emotional regulation. This vascular improvement is a serious upgrade because brain cells are extremely energy hungry. They need a constant supply of oxygen and nutrients to function properly. The more blood vessels you have feeding your brain, the better equipped it is to handle the demands and recover from stress. Come on, y'all. She just dropped a crazy mic. I gotta bring that back. I'm sorry. I know it's a long video. I gotta bring it back. I got to. That was crazy right there. Is a serious upgrade because brain cells are extremely energy hungry. They need a constant supply of oxygen and nutrients to function properly. The more blood vessels you have feeding your brain, the better equipped it is to handle the demands and recover from stress.
Makes sense.
So this improved blood flow also helps clear away waste products that can accumulate in the brain, potentially reducing the risk of cognitive decline.
Microplastics, waste that's in the brain. It can clean itself by exercising. You guys, we're finding a whole bunch of jewels by actually exercising, right?
So have I convinced you of all these wonderful changes that exercise causes in your brain? Well, how long does it take to see these benefits of exercise? Here's what the timeline looks like in practice. Immediately after exercise, like within hours, you get increased blood flow to the brain. You get a temporary spike in BDNF levels and enhanced oxygen delivery to the brain cells. Within weeks of regular exercise, new neurons begin forming, existing neurons start growing new connections, and you get more blood vessels.
I love this right here. This is nothing but a plus, plus, plus right here. New neurons begin to form in your brain from working out. I just want to say it, but this is the first week. This is the first week of regular exercising right here. They got existing neurons start growing new connections. Start growing new connections in the brain. That's always a plus right there, right? And then you got more blood vessel growth because you got the blood flowing, you got the more blood vessels growing, and you got oxygen flowing, and you're moving because you're exercising, right? You got and the oxygen. I got to be good for your arteries too.
Growth. Then after several months of consistent exercise, you get visible changes in brain volume that you can see on scans, not from looking at your head size.
You heard that? You can get real results. She's making a point here. Not talking about because you got a big head like Boogotti with the Mac tonight. That's not going to just say, oh, you're smart, you got smarter because your head is big. No, it comes from visible changes in the brain volume from them doing the MRIs. They see the actual growth of the brain after a couple of weeks. Let's keep on moving forward. I'm sorry, after several months.
You get improved connectivity between brain regions, more stable BDNF levels, and extensive new blood vessel networks.
So now more parts of the brain are improved when it comes down to the connectivity between the brain regions. So that means this one's got to reinforce. They got better pipelines and better functions to get communications better. That's probably going to make you smart, huh? Let's keep on, or smarter.
Works. Now you might be wondering, how much exercise do you need to get to see these benefits? It's not as much as you might think. According to research studies, working out for 30 to 45 minutes, 3 to 5 times a week is ideal for mental health benefits. The recommended intensity level is moderate, like brisk walking. You don't have to spend hours at the gym or train for a race to see these benefits.
Yeah, Jack, right?
Building brain resilience here. And like any form of training, it's better to start out small and build up gradually than to burn out trying to do too much too soon.
I say that too.
Realistic goals that fit your lifestyle. For example, start with a 10-minute walk around your neighborhood or a few stretches in the morning. Consistency is more important than intensity.
It will catch up to you. It will catch up. You don't got to do a whole bunch of working out. If you consistently do the same workout, it'll start benefiting you. Just keep on doing it at a certain time. Your body starts getting used to it. Not only that, if you're used to doing 20 push-ups, anytime you go down, your body will remember, I'm used to doing 20 push-ups. Try to push to 25 the next set, 30 the next set. You get what I'm talking about, right? Gradually. That's what she means.
When it comes to mental health benefits, what's especially encouraging about these brain changes is that they're cumulative. Each bout of exercise builds upon changes from previous sessions. Think of it like compound interest for your brain. The more consistently you invest in exercise, the greater the return in terms of brain health and function. So in order to stay consistent with your exercise, choose activities that you enjoy.
So we can cheat with our exercise. This is going to be the fun part. You mean to tell me I don't got to do all types of crazy exercise? I don't got to go up this mountain sweating bullets and all of that? I don't got to pick up this heavy weight? No, y'all. Believe it or not, dancing is exercising. Trust me. Try to dance for 5 minutes and see if you can do it. Straight up and down. You'll be sweating bullets. I'm serious. Go on the dance floor. That's what I'm trying to say. Find fun activities is what she's trying to say in order to trick yourself into doing these exercises.
The best exercise is the one that you'll actually stick with, whether it's dancing, swimming, hiking, or gardening. Pick something that you genuinely enjoy. This not only makes it more sustainable, but also enhances the feel-good effects.
Yes, Miss Keisha, Eric, what's your name? Eric Cooley, Kendra Walker, all of you guys that's working in those gardens, that's exercising too, and you're around nature. So smell it and enjoy it too. Enjoy that fresh air.
The activity. Does timing of exercise matter? Morning exercise has some additional benefits for mental health.
And you don't want to be working out at night because then you get all of this hypeness going on and it take you a long time to wind down. So you want to be careful and be smart about when you're working out. Let's go.
Helping you to regulate your circadian rhythm and set a positive tone for the day.
Yeah, you can break dance if you want, Malcolm. He said break dancing seems fatal.
Morning exercise can also
Jack.
boost your energy and focus for the day. Midday movement, on the other hand, can help reset stress levels. And evening exercise can help process the day's emotions. But if you do it too close to bedtime, it can interfere with falling asleep. For moderate intensity exercise, aim to finish at least 90 minutes before bedtime.
So yes, if you're working out and you want to make it intense so that you can get a good flow and you're going hard push-ups and doing a couple of different sets, you're gonna have to stop. You're gonna have to give it 90 minutes. You normally go to bed at 9 o'clock. You might want to work out at 3 o'clock or yeah, 6. Let's say 6 o'clock. This way you're giving yourself 90 minutes to kind of wind down.
High intensity exercise should be completed even earlier than that, as it may have a more stimulating effect.
Right.
But the real answer to the best time to exercise is whenever you'll do it consistently.
How about this? We didn't even know this. What do you mean to tell us all this exercising actually helps our brain and we can actually benefit from it? Now all we got to do is fit it in our schedule. And also, you guys, don't do no crazy workouts. If you have to, ask your doctor what you can actually do, but just try to do something.
And the science is clear. Exercise is one of the most powerful tools that we have for transforming mental well-being. Every time you move your body, you're making an investment in your brain's health and resilience. And the changes are real, measurable, and within your reach. In the next video, we'll discuss which types of exercise, cardio or strength training, are best for specific brain benefits. But for now, remember that any movement is good movement when it comes to your mental health. Thanks for watching today. Remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next video in this series.
And yes, we're going to follow up with all of the videos in this series because it makes sense. Oh, let's do it, you guys. That was the health and wellness section for the day. But guess what? The real reason exercise boosts your brain power. That's right, Dr. Tracy Marks. Again, the real reason exercise boosts your brain power. Dr. Tracy Marks. We've already subscribed. And we've got all of the notifications already notified. That's how we keep on finding out more information from Dr. Tracy, you guys. And that's what I'm encouraging you guys to do also. If you have not subscribed to our Discord, what are you waiting for? I might put them up late, but guess what? I don't forget to put these up. I'll make sure that every single one of these health and wellness videos are available in the Discord, just in case you want to go back and look at each and every one of them. They're there for you. You can actually watch the show if you want and you get the little information as far as the chiming in as well. You can watch the show live again. But if you just want to go directly and watch all of our health and wellness videos, come on over here, you guys. Join our Bottom Lines Discord. We got Liberty and Justice over there, Collective over there, whole bunch of family members. Miss Swans, are you over there too, right? Everybody is in the Discord. If you do pick up any merch or have anything going on, go ahead and put everything in there because we want to see your photos too. We had somebody do sit stand the other day and didn't send me the video. Didn't get their decal. But guess what? I found the video. I think it's either Angels or Winter. Need to send me that address again because I saw that sit stand and I love the way you put it in the Discord. That was cool. I saw it. I got to pay you. I owe you. I told you, whoever's doing the sit stand, I owe you guys a decal. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. And again, this has been Dr. Tracy Marks, the real reason exercise boosts your brain power. That's right, you guys. It's going to be in the Discord. Our Bottom Line on Discord. DISCORD. And you guys, you know how we do it. We never leave up out of here without showing love to our furry friends and animals, you guys. We got a baby, a little baby. He was outside with his mom, and the next thing you know, she falls down a cliff, down a waterfall. So don't go chasing waterfalls. Please stick to the rivers and the lakes that we're used to. But guess what? After a week of almost being alone outside, they found her and she was reunited. Reunited, and it feels so good. Reunited, and we understood. 1 week later, they were able to find her and bring her back to her mom. Luckily, she survived out there in the woods. Let's get into this story, y'all. We love dogs.
1 week later, her mom got the miracle she was hoping for. After days of wondering where she was, the search team could not believe that they actually found her.
Do you believe that the search team went out to find this dog and they brought another dog to help make her calm as they brought her back in? This is so cute. Check this out.
Her name is Molly, and she had been missing in the New Zealand wilderness for a week. Molly had been hiking with her mom, Jessica, when Jessica slipped and fell 180 feet down the waterfall. Jessica was fortunately rescued, but Molly disappeared, and no one knew if she was still alive. But she had been waiting there all this time. How sweet, the rescue team even brought a dog to make Molly more comfortable. It just makes me really emotional because, first of all, how does a dog even survive 1 week alone out there? She was waiting for her mom, and meanwhile, Jessica was waiting, hoping that the dog she loved was really coming home. This honestly feels like a miracle to me, and they both held on to hope in their own way, just hoping that they would find each other again. Dogs are truly our family, and after 7 days apart, Molly finally made it back to hers.
There you go, you guys. Precious Helicopters Ltd. Precision, my bad. Precision Helicopters Ltd. are responsible for that rescue. And I want to say at an Instagram, Precision Helicopters Ltd. If you guys want to drop them a comment or say thank you for saving Molly, good work. It's nothing but love to Precision Helicopters Ltd. Go ahead and show them some love over there, you guys. That's how we do it. Our bottom line. And we love the animals. And you know what I'm about to say, right? You guys, this is going to be your last chance to hit that like button. Also, give me all the money in your pockets. That's right, you guys. Also, you don't want to send it to them. I said it. $. Cash App Boogotti Cash. That's BOOGOTTI Cash. Keep it out their hands until 11 more days. We got 11 more days, you guys. Today is done. That means we got 10 more to go, Liberty. 10 more, Liberty. The countdown is looking good and it's looking sweet. I can't wait, you guys, because we're going to turn up once we get back to where we're supposed to be at. I can't wait because I know you guys are excited. You want us to grab that mic back because we deserve it. We've been doing nothing but putting on quality shows and getting you guys trending topics, current events, and much, much more. And if you want to promote on the channel that's almost up to 74,000 subscribers, send us your promos over to bridgethisllc@gmail.com. Again, like the Brooklyn Bridge, bridgethisllc@gmail.com, and we'll make sure that we get it up and we make sure that we'll put it up in the post notification area. It has to be 1080 by 1080 in that size form. And guess what, you guys? Y'all know what's coming up because we already started it and it's already being set. That's right. It's the Show Your Talent search. That's the talent search that we're doing in Manhattan, Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, and Staten Island. And one person from here is going to be able to come on and compete as well. Where's it coming to? It's coming to liquor stores, parties, different events. And my DJ Don Dada, is going to be there with me. That's right, you guys. It's the Show Your Talent search where you could win, boom, $250. After we get everybody together, we're gonna make them compete for the grand prize, which is $1,000 and a record deal from Big Drip Records. Oh, I didn't even know that that was coming. Yeah, if you're that good in its music, you might get a deal with Big Drip Records as well, depending if it's music, because you might do a wheelie, you might bring some food, and it might be a different category. But if it's music, boom, that's right, you guys, you might get a deal with Big Drip Records. And that's sponsored by who? Big Drip Hard Punch, Big Drip Clothing, what? And Big Drip Records. I didn't even know about that, you guys. You want to be a part of the talent show, all you guys got to do is what? Go to the website, www.drinkbigdrip.com. And like Miss Swanza always says, if you want to get lit, you got to drink Big Drip. That's the 14% alcohol by volume. Imagine raspberry, grape, and lemon in a blend with no bubbles, and it's 14%. Oh yeah, that's right, you guys. 12 ounces too. That's the big boy right there. I did say 14% alcohol, right? So you only need one. Trust me, Miss Wanza will tell you. If you want to get lit, you gotta drink Big Drip. Go on over to the website if you think you want to taste and see what it's about. www.drinkbigdrip.com. Go to the first page. Boom! Throw your email address in that location area, in the email location area, and we'll keep you posted on where we're going to be and where we're going to be doing the tastings at, you guys. And that's it. It's Monday. You guys get out there and have a fantastic day, and make sure you're safe before we get these prayers in the air. You know how we do it. We got to get those prayers in the air for love. Got to get those prayers in the air for happiness. I want to get those prayers in the air for peace. I want to make sure that everybody's going to be safe today. Also, let's pray for health. And I'll see you guys right back here tomorrow on Our Bottom Line. Who we praying for this morning? Rose CLE. We're praying for Kendra Walker as well as Liberty and Justice, Jolena, Tony Wright, That One Song, and Jeffrey Spilker. Can't forget about CJ the Cat, and can't forget about Jelena. I see Vincenzo's up in the building with Jeffrey Spilker, Mary Tanner, Guy, and Elsa. Can't forget about Miss Keisha, CJ the Cat, Mark Finley, Susan. Can't forget about Love. Okay, can't forget about Miss Swanza. You know how we do it. Love you to death. Also, we can't forget about Sweet RV Adventures. Hope you're doing well. And make sure you keep on letting me know what those diesel prices are, Sweet RV Adventures, because I know I check in with you also. Jelena, thank you so much for coming in. Miss Swanza, Rose CLE, Mary Tanner. We're praying for Susan. Can't forget about Liberty. Can't forget about Rebecca Lanyon Bueno. Can't forget about Batty Lynn. Who else we're talking about? Miss Kendra Walker, 55 Lisa Coffee House. That's right. Can't forget about you as well. Can't forget about Terry, Teddy, Luigi, Justin, Jordan. Can't forget about all of our family members that's already here. And Casey Ramos, can't forget about you either. As well as myself, Boogotti NYC, and Patrick Farino. Can't forget about you as well. Guy and Elsa. We see you. We'll be right back here tomorrow at 6 o'clock, Mary Tanner, and we're praying for you too. Amen. And with that being said, you guys, y'all know what it is. Fantastic show. Hope you guys got a lot out of the health and wellness section. We're going to apply it and keep on moving. You will see that next segment of the follow-ups for Dr. Tracy's next videos coming in next week's listings of the health and wellness section. So don't think we're going to drop the ball on that, because we still going to need that brain food and those updates, you guys. That was Monday's episode of Our Bottom Line. Hope you guys loved it. And don't forget, double tap that screen and get those likes up. All of our cash apps are appreciated. And again, y'all could have went anywhere, but the fact of the matter that y'all came here to chill with me, I appreciate you. So until 6 o'clock right here, trending topics and current events, I'll be right back here to see you guys tomorrow. Get 'em! Peace.